He needs to own what he really deserves and
Wow.
need to understand. Wow.
Wow, Amy. Oh, see, you see, when you just scratch a little bit, and you make space for people's moreness, it comes, it comes, it comes. And just fantastic. Just fantastic. That's amazing. I'm absorbing, Beena. I'm absorbing. Are you typing to Dana?
Yes.
No, good.
It is really interesting. None of my friends like this picture of my cover photo on which you made a comment on that. Maybe because of that, it is from Prophet Muhammad. So maybe.
Yeah, sometimes things are so huge for people, they don't know what to say. It's like too much for them, so they don't comment. Oh, I see it plenty. So
It is actually, this is what we call hadith, saying of Prophet Muhammad.
yeah,
And
but this is not in the Quran, if I understand right.
no,
Okay,
no,
hadith
not
is
in
not
Quran.
in the Quran, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, cool.
These are quotes from Prophet Muhammad.
Yes, that come
Conversation
from
with the people.
outside the Quran. Yeah,
Yes.
interesting. I'm fascinated with this boy and the cats that, he maintains their attention for quite long for whatever reason.
Oh,
Right?
oh God, it is so huge and anomalous. I think that so far this is the most interesting anomaly you have ever shared with me. This is the most interesting one because it
Oh, yeah.
involves another human,
Yeah.
and also the message was like very precise, very
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
and very direct. Okay, not clear, of
Right.
course, because you need to
This
understand
is
that
my
what's
list, he said. He
behind that.
didn't say, here's my list. He said, this is my list.
Wow.
And he went
Wow.
right into it. That's it. Off he went. I'll connect more with him.
Donna says, um, okay, let me share my screen. Why not? It's always easy
Oh
to
yeah. Oh
share a
yeah. Oh
screen
yeah.
instead of telling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this was the first message.
All right. I'll look in a moment. Just looking at your things there. Cold desert, very boring. No commentary from Beena. I don't know. Like, okay, it's cold desert, but
Oh,
why? It's like, okay, Beena, why are you sharing this with us? What did it do for you? I want to
oh,
know.
it
Oh,
is from Pakistan. It is from Pakistan, so it
yeah,
is
okay. So,
something. It is something personal.
all right, then fair enough. Well, I only gave it a like. I didn't give it a heart. It's just like, uh,
So, can you read that?
money. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at your thing.
Okay.
Book go getting a grilled by her dad. Yeah, being interrogated. Poor thing. Let's go full screen. And yeah, good morning, Beena. Was not able to Zoom last night by 8:50 p.m. last night. I was getting ready for bed since I rise early, usually awake around 3:30 and up by 4:30 a.m. You see, so 8:50 is 6:50 our time. So 7 o'clock. You see, that's kind of, so we need to be, 6 to 7 or 5 to 7, so when it's a work night, then that's the case. Okay. How are you feeling this magical day? My scroll's not working for some reason.
Okay.
Good morning. It's another day filled with pleasant mysteries, Lal.
Okay.
I like that. Pleasant mysteries, like your profile pic. What is it a picture of exactly? A person and water is involved, but where is it taken and what else is happening in the picture? And then, more importantly to me, how does it move you? Yeah, see, none of that was in the caption. How
Yes.
does it move you? You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Russian author. Okay, okay, thank you. And how does it move you? Yes, why did you choose? That's the important part. The word itself, epiphany, is moving for me really interesting. And visually, it shows energy, freedom. Ah, yes, can share that vision of energy release and freedom. Yes, Beena, I see and feel it. And how does epiphany move you? You haven't stay said. I want to know also.
Okay.
Details, Beena, details, details.
You know, uh, okay, I was using, sorry, okay, stop sharing, coming on. Stop sharing, come on. Okay, now I can see you. So I was using my Facebook, and still I am using, like as a magazine. Okay, it is my kind of, and I deliberately make it very neutral. It was my need. I'm saying that it was my need, not anymore, but it was my need to make it neutral because I was not able to communicate as appropriately as fluently as now I can. So to be in communication with my friends who were somewhat atheist, you know that, somewhat atheist, some were like mostly Hindus and Catholics and Buddhist and Zen, So and I was the only Muslim. So this thing, and I was okay from Pakistan. Two things. The third thing, I'm a girl from Pakistan doing no job. These three were like stigmas. Oh, everybody was like, okay, raising bros, reluctant to accept me as a friend. And I just made my Facebook page as a kind of a magazine of from Beena, but did, do not make it personal. So, and yes, it was my lack of my vocabulary also involved in that, like some hurdles of explaining things. So what I choose that, okay, now how Ellen do that, and Ellen actually suggested that, okay, Beena, use your cover photo and profile photo as because people are see them like, okay, in newsfeed every single time you will post anything on that, so they are bound to see that. So and he do that. So I got this idea, and he said that, okay, but try to make sure that whatever you are sharing, give details about references, and and he asked me directly in comments, okay, it's a good picture, but why, from where you got this, okay, you give credit and all these things. And I said, okay, I'll make sure. It was a bit of struggle in the beginning, but because mostly I like pictures randomly, it was my intuitive kind of thing. But he trained me to do that and give details and references and all that. But still, I was making it very neutral. No personal views involved in that. And I just made it. It was a deliberate thing. And of course, convenient and appropriate too, because I was not able to communicate really well. So I was a bit scared that I might give some wrong ideas. Like, okay, if I was not able to, if I'm not able to say what I'm feeling properly, it might ruin everything for me, because they were looking, my friends were looking at me as a Pakistani, as a Muslim girl.
Mm.
So and that
Your
filter,
non Pakistani friends. I'm talking you like your international friends.
I have. I have no Pakistani friend on my Facebook.
Very interesting.
No, no Pakistani
I
friend
don't
on my
know. I don't know
Facebook.
if it's just me or not, but you know.
No, just
But that
maybe
just was
something
never
happened.
was never a factor. You know, I didn't
Hmm.
know you were in
Sorry.
Pakistan. I don't know.
No,
Something
yes,
that came much
now.
later. You know.
So it took me like a couple of years to uh, to make them realize that okay, I am an individual person also,
Oh yeah.
without having any connection to Pakistan and Muslim. And okay, yes, I am, of course, it is my identity, but I am also more. Now I can say that.
Oh hell yes. Oh hell yes. Oh hell yes. I mean, the fact that you're Pakistani and Muslim is it's you know it doesn't really if you share it, that almost is a misidentification of self.
Yes.
Because if
So
somebody says, "Oh, you're a Pakistani woman, a Muslim," it's like, yeah, and you know that's not nearly
yes.
showing all of you.
So I have to be really careful while posting anything on my Facebook because everyone was watching me. Everyone was actually watching me. They know, my friends know my timings. Okay, when I'm online, when I was offline. Okay, how many hours I was offline. Everybody was like watching everything. And few of my friends actually asked me, "Okay, Beena, are you?" They were like concerned about that, that I might be in some relationship online, and that's why I'm online. Okay, I was like, no. But they were saying, Beena, just be really careful. People are not like who they looks and seems like online on internet. So in real life, they are totally different. So it could be the case. So be really careful. Be really careful. And I was like, okay, I'm not into these things. But yes. So I had to be really careful, and I made it deliberately. Made it very neutral. Yes, this is the picture I choose because I like it. It is interesting for me. I have some other reasons also because there are so many visually good pictures, but particularly why I choose this particular picture or that particular picture, I never actually shared my things, but just shared. Mm, then after 2 years, I started sharing some status, like okay, what I'm feeling, what I want to know. So to just put it very gradually, very subtle and very normal things. So that. This is the reason behind that.
Interesting, interesting. But hey, little by little, you know. So
Yes.
now you have scope to share a little bit more. You see, like we ask, okay, why did you paint this? Why did you do that?
Who is Marisol?
Who is Mary?
Who is Marisol? I
Uh,
got a notification. Marisol said that. I said, who is Marisol?
Mary or Mary? You saying Mary as if it's Mary, like with two R's. Is it spelled
No,
Mrry? So,
no, no, no. Okay, I don't know. I don't know the difference. Okay,
well,
this.
well, Mary is with two R's. Mary is with one. Share your
Oh,
screen. Let me see.
oh no! Now the notification is gone. Okay,
Oh,
let me see.
oh,
Let me see. It might be in that. Okay, it was Mary's name, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
oh.
Mary or Mary?
Mary is two R's.
Okay,
Usually in
okay,
English, when you have a double
Mary.
consonant, it shortens the preceding vowel. See? So when it's one
Mm-hmm.
consonant, it's longer Mary. Mary, two R's. It's usually the same case, you see? Like if
Mm-hmm.
it was like happy, same thing. If it was only one P, it would be happy, you see?
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
It
I
doesn't
never knew
always
that.
apply, but yeah, typically. There
I
are
never
some
knew that.
exceptions. Yeah, yeah. It's surprising. Many people don't. It's very interesting. So they like Babel and Babel. Babel is the tower. Babel is what came from it, and the one is two B's, one B, but they pronounce Babel as Babel, and it's spelled differently too. It's Babe
So,
not So
Okay. You also like this idea that I have decided my 2020 will start on February 1st.
I love that.
January is
Ah, it's a free
just a
trial, man.
free trial.
Yes, I think that's genius. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Okay, so let me ask Donna, is she coming? Oh no, it's
She
her
won't be
work.
able to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you can just say
Okay,
we're on. She likes to know when we're on, even if she can't come.
okay, we are on Zoom. What? Where my text gone? Wow.
Oh, oh.
Okay, we are on. So she says B. She might say that. What else, Beena? We're always there.
No, no. She just likes to know. I would like it too if I was working. It would just give me comfort. Mhm.
One can say that. No problem with that. Yes.
Yeah, well, because it includes her. Then you see now it's like she's also here. You see, the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Yep, effort reward.
Yes. Okay. It's too loud.
Yes, just go walk in, turn it down, and come back.
Oh, no way. It's but I can close my door.
Oh, that would help. Yeah,
Yeah, a bit. Not much. Where's
you
my
can't close
parents
it all
stuff?
the way.
No, no, okay, but it will help a bit like this now.
Yeah, that helps a
See?
lot.
Okay.
How come you didn't close it before?
I was just being lazy.
Oh, Beena, effort reward. Effort reward, Beena.
Oh yes.
Laziness is when the perceived effort exceeds the actual reward. Right?
Say it again.
Laziness is when the perceived effort exceeds the
Hmm.
actual reward or the perceived
Hmm.
reward, either way. But usually it is that we think the effort is more than what it actually is relative to the reward. It's not an accurate perception, laziness, in other words.
Hmm.
If only reading burned more calories. Burns intellectual.
I wish.
If you actually read the way we read, it does.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yes. And Mary said that
Yeah.
it burns intellectual calories, but I
Uh,
think that it gives you intellectual calories.
yes, yes. Well, I should have commented on that and said, for some, depends what you read, but sometimes it gives people intellectual calories. Yes, exactly. That's one hell of a hat you got,
See,
girl. A flower hat.
see that neuron connecting in our
Yeah,
brain
yeah,
footage.
yeah, yeah.
Just
But
love
that's just
that.
showing regular connections. It's not showing emphasis. So, and also that doesn't show the nodes. If I understand it correctly, it's just showing, the node is like it's a node. I don't know, a point of connectivity. So
Hmm.
anyway, it doesn't matter. Either way, emphasis rewires the brain, which makes sense. Dang, I haven't been to your page for a long time. Yeah, I'm like, I have to scroll down a long time and I'm still, I haven't caught up to where I was with the likes before. Huh.
Oh, that have you seen that video of cold desert Skirtu, or just a picture?
Uh, or what say again? I'm just going down your timeline. So
Okay.
yeah.
Later.
So you get a notification every time I click on something. I'll say I like this, I love
Yes.
that. So
Hmm. Hmm. Oh God.
what's that? Serendipity. I don't know why, but this word doesn't click with me somehow. Serendipity. and it's serendipitous. I don't know. It just has a kind of a pretension and a cockeyedness to it. I very seldom use it actually. I don't know why. You too? Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. A reason for this word to use
Oh, it's the
and
lips.
why I was using that
Attitude
because
kind of expresses mine a little bit there.
I actually don't get it, and it is just kind of
Uh,
making it making it obvious in my mind. Not obvious, but yes, save in my mind. So sometimes this is also the reason why I share things just to make these things obvious for me and reminders. So
oh,
I use my
so,
Facebook for multiple reasons.
it's why I poor internet connection. Lol. It is Beena a la modern with lines and non-definition. It's very funny. I like.
Me and Alan, we were on Skype, and this is what Alan was looking at. And Alan said, "Beena, your internet connection is really pathetic today." And see what I can see. So he just took a screenshot, and then he sent me this, and I said, "Okay." And then we were not able to even communicate on that. So it was all messed up.
Interesting. Yeah, little baby Yoda is now this huge big thing for whatever reason.
Yes.
I don't know. It's okay, but people are making too much big deal out of it. So I'm just giving it a like. A
Oh,
celestial
yes.
aberration is happening right now. Yes, so cool. I shall say.
This is what you said.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, still, it's cool.
Yes. Yes. This is what you said.
Mm. Oh, it's cool that you posted. All right. See, now I'm caught up. I see. Okay, I've liked these, so I'm caught up. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. One more thing to do. One more thing to do. I want to, I was sharing the story with Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And how's she?
she didn't say yet. No, that was yesterday. She hasn't responded today.
Well, she's online.
Ah, okay. Well, it's on Skype. She might not be looking at Skype. So
Okay.
I just want to share the boy Omen with, who I normally with Donna.
Oh, yes. So, in morning, at what time I need to be here on Zoom?
You mean
If
your
for
afternoon?
Donna.
For Donna,
Hmm.
well, the 6 would be the latest because that gives us an hour.
Hmm.
Well, hour and a
Okay.
half. Sometimes it's not. She goes 9:30, but yeah. So 6
Hmm.
would be kind of the latest. Gives us an hour. If you could be there 5 or 5:30, that would be. But that's early for you, Donna. I mean, Beena, especially since then, when we end, I've been really making an effort for us to finish at 10 o'clock your time. If you were to go straight to bed, then okay, 5 o'clock becomes, you know, that's 7 hours for
Yes.
you. Okay, not
I,
ideal, but
I mostly I do wake up at 5:30
okay, but it takes half an hour to get going, so
to get out of my zombie
yeah,
mood.
well, exactly. But you'll be getting out of your zombie pretty quick, right?
Yes, now I am.
Okay,
That was the thing before, but now no more. No.
right,
I
exactly. Yeah, but still, just making tea and all the other stuff we
Oh,
do in the
yes.
morning. So
And because even my mother, she do wake up at around 6, but
mm,
still, she is like, okay, have you made tea? And I said, okay, I'm making. So it is kind of my thing to do that. Though they are also awake, but they don't do that.
Why?
So okay,
They don't want to make tea. You have to make tea for them.
yeah.
No, well, don't make tea tomorrow morning. That's all.
Oh God, yeah. They will still. They will
or,
not drink it.
or
They will
uh,
leave it.
well, that's too bad for them. They gotta learn to do their own stuff. Like, come on, can't just be using and abusing Beena.
Hmm.
You gotta train them a little bit, shake their world up a little bit.
Hmm. Sometimes I feel that yes. So you shared with Olivia what she said.
Interesting. That's all. She didn't say anymore. And then
Huh?
I elaborated. She just said interesting dot dot dot, and then I elaborated more, and then I haven't heard back from her after that. Yeah.
Okay. Today, I'm a member of a group, Empath. Uh, it's all about empathy and all these things. I never made any comment or post in that group, but it is just like okay, I am a member. That's it. So I got their post in my newsfeed, and today someone posted that uh, I oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it was this. This was the start, and she said that I'm not on any medicine and I'm not mad at all, but something is happening to me. Few days back,
Oh,
uh, she her friend, her older friend, lady was sick and really seriously sick. And she was not there, but she heard a voice of a woman, not her, not the sick one, but some other woman, but and was saying, "I'm dying." And she somehow knew that it is from her.
so
And
she heard a voice say,
yeah,
"I am dying,"
yes,
and but this was being said to somebody else, but with her voice.
no, no,
Oh,
no. Only she heard that voice out
oh,
of nowhere.
right.
Out
But
of nowhere.
she heard her own voice.
No, not her own, not the sick person's voice, but
Oh,
just some another woman voice. I don't know from where she
right.
got this.
Okay, okay.
And she also said that I don't know because there was no one around me, but she heard a voice saying in a feminine voice saying that I'm dying, and she in her mind she knew that it is of that sick friend, and she says
That
that
the
after
sick
two
friend is
hours,
dying.
yeah, she got that understanding
Mm.
like intuitively, and she, after 2 hours she got a news that she passed away, that
Wow,
sick
wow.
friend. And then she says she made another post today and she said, uh, again something happened yesterday. I was at my friend's place, and my friend have a small dog, and her neighbor friend have a dog but a bigger one, and he was also invited there. So I was playing with two dogs in her garden, the small one of my friend and the bigger one of my friend's neighbor. And she said, I heard a small voice saying, I gonna kill you.
This
And
is
she
the
said,
same friend, right?
yes, no, not the same friend, of course.
Oh, oh,
It's,
oh.
that one also expired already. So, okay, another friend.
No, no. Sorry, what do you mean expired? I don't understand.
Okay, she passed away, sorry.
Oh, oh. So wait a second. The friend who
Yes.
heard the voice that of the dying, the sick friend died, and your friend died, both.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay, here's a confusion. Here's a confusion.
Yeah.
She is not my friend. I just read a
Oh,
post
oh, oh. I
from
see.
a woman in a group,
Yeah. Ah,
and
I
she
see.
posted two. She made two posts.
Okay,
One,
so she had two voices then. The
yes,
same woman.
it
Okay.
was few days back. It
Ah,
was few days back. She heard a voice saying that, okay, I'm dying, and she
I see.
intuitively knew that it is from her friend,
About her friend.
and
Right.
she yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she passed away,
Gotcha.
and in 2 hours. And then yesterday, she said that today she made a post that yesterday I was at my another friend's place, and I was playing with her dog, a small little cute dog, and her neighbor's dog, which was huge and big. I was playing with two dogs there, both. And suddenly she heard a voice, a small voice. She would use that word, saying, "I gonna kill you."
Hmm.
And she said,
She
I
heard
feel
the dog.
scared. And she took that small dog in her hands and she ran inside. And then she told everyone. But they just made fun of her and say, okay, she feels so embarrassed that she heard that. And they were saying, oh, you are just zone out or something like zone out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says, I feel so embarrassed that I said that. But I knew that I heard that voice.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
for
And
you.
then she came back to her home, and after like couple of hours, she shared that with her boyfriend and said,
Hmm.
"Okay, look what happened, and I feel so embarrassed because but I heard that voice." And then her boyfriend told her that I got a call an hour ago that a little dog is killed by was killed by the bigger dog.
That little dog she was playing with.
Yes.
Yeah. What did her friend say? I mean,
Oh, nothing.
to me,
Like
that's the first thing that I thought when he said that she was hearing the bigger dog.
yeah. So
So,
things happened with people,
so can you
and
ask her in that group? What
hmm,
do her friends who were teasing her? What do they say now?
I will ask.
Yeah, please. I mean, that would be important to say. And also, it's a point to say, hey, when things are real to us, don't be doubting ourselves because other people are stupid when it comes to unusual truths and realities.
Because I can feel that because I have been through not really this strange, but yes, you know that I shared
Mm,
all these stories with you. So I was also feeling lost and confused and embarrassed and whatnot
yeah,
because I had no one to share with all what I was going through at that time, and it was scary because I had no, like, almost no understanding of what is happening. Unknown always haunt us.
yeah, yeah. But hey, that's the point. The world does not work the way we think it does, and neither
Yeah,
do we. Very important to keep in mind. We keep adjusting how the world works, yes, but we've done this many times and we forget this. We've updated it. And yet we keep to think that our current view of how the world works is accurate. No, 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 it isn't. The world doesn't work the way we think it does. So there's lots of mysteries and marvelous stuff, and it's magical. So, but again, too, as spirit warriors,
sure.
as impeccable discerners of the human condition, you have to keep in mind, yes, we are responding to those posts from a particular viewpoint, and it's affecting what we are saying. Now, yes, from personal experience that unusual things happen, and that there's
Mm,
strangeness in the world, and that nobody, not nobody, but people can't often hear when you talk about such stuff. They can't perceive them, etc., etc. But
mm,
of course, those posts can be complete nonsense too. You have no
yes,
way of knowing, right? People
yes.
do make complete rubbish posts just for attention, just for wildness, so they're lonely, they want it. So I'm just saying, we cannot
Oh,
we cannot discount the possibility that those posts, we are connecting to them as if they are true and accurate also.
mm,
They may be neither. maybe a combination. It may be sort of accurate. They may be completely false, utterly. Maybe a
Mm-hmm.
half. There's more to the story that's left out. I'm just saying.
Okay, you
You know.
can see on my screen.
I shall look. I shall look. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I gotta use. I gotta use what happened. I gotta share what happened.
Yes.
Last night I was at my friend's house. She has a small, cute little dog. Her husband's friend was there with his big dog. So I'm playing with both of them, and then I heard a little voice say, "I'm gonna kill you." I freaked out and grabbed the little dog and ran back into the house. My friend came around and asked what happened. I told her in private what I heard, and she laughed. I told her the big dog wants to kill a dog. Oh, but so you didn't share this part with me, Beena.
What?
You didn't share the dog very accurately. That the woman did immediately know it was the dog, the big dog, to the little dog.
Oh,
Anyway,
I missed that.
oh, I gotcha. Okay. She made fun of me and went and told everybody in her house what I said. I was pissed and embarrassed, so I left. Went home, told my boyfriend. He just said, "Wow, that's fucked up, Gina. I just got a call about 10, 15 minutes ago that the big dog killed the dog. I'm literally like, kind of feel like I'm going to have a huge anxiety attack. My hands are shaking." Wow. Wow. Interesting.
Okay, and then I go back, go to her page,
Uh huh.
and yeah, and see what happened. Why not? Okay.
Yeah, you have to do twice the click. It's kind of weird. And she's got the picture of
Mm,
the dog there too.
mm.
So that's obviously the little doggy that got killed.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
Maybe
would
her,
assume,
it's her.
yeah.
Ah, so
Not obviously.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, go to the one
Okay.
more comment. That's probably the comment to say it got killed. But anyway, yeah, yeah.
Okay. No, I just saw a comment. How can I miss that?
Missed one.
The other post she made.
Ah, the previous one. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's interesting. I mean, it seems legit, just,
Mm-hmm.
but who knows,
Okay, she is. Here she is. We can see her pictures.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say from that. That picture says it could be anything, either a mixture or whatever.
Mm. Okay.
Attention
Anything.
grabbing could very much be a part of that psychology. Just from a
Okay.
read of the face, you know what I mean? And implication. So
Mm-hmm. Yes. So anyway, so it was. I don't participate in that group because I but somehow sometimes the post in my news feed come and I do see that. Okay, yes, this is what people. One of my friend is a group member and he invites there. Thomas S. Spring. He invites me there.
I say last part.
One of my friend, he invited me there.
To where? Oh, to that group.
This group.
It's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes groups come up with interesting stuff. So did you ask in the group comment, what do your friends say now?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So what we are going to do now?
Just I'll ask her the question and then we'll do whatever. Did you ask the question?
Okay. No, I'm going to ask you now. Just ask her that
Yeah,
what's
just
her
ask her.
says.
Just what do your friends say now? Those friends, when you who laughed, what do they say now?
Okay.
Especially the one who went and told everybody. You know.
Mhm. Okay. social is the group. Oh God, it has like 18,163 members.
Hmm.
I never knew that.
Not a huge group, but substantial. Anything over 1,000 is it's uncommon relatively, and then over 10,000 it starts to be a big group, and then of course the huge groups are over 100,000.
Okay, now what your friends are saying. Oh, I need to mention that, especially the one is, yeah, been killed. Okay. Done.
All right. So yeah, what are we doing now? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling a bit lazy actually.
Okay, we
No,
have
no, no. It's all good. We can do. We
we
are. You say what you feel like doing.
we
I'm in.
have we have lots of topic for Facebook Live if you
Oh, you
want
want to
to.
do a Facebook Live?
I'm always in for that.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, let's do that. Okay. First thing. Let me sit up straighter. Let me sit up straighter. No slouching. No slouching.
Because Facebook Live is more comfortable from here than from a Starbucks.
Oh, it doesn't matter really. That doesn't make too much of a difference.
Mm-hmm. Okay, playing
In
the band.
when I'm doing the Facebook Live, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting up. I suppose it's. Uh, 1 second. I was sharing the story with Donna. Let me
Oh
just
yes, please do.
screen share. I did. So, okay. So let's just say, most of my normally she says, "Wow, what do you make of it?" I said, "Yeah, well, yeah, a child's pure view of the world and your current space in it." Question marks, perhaps. Yeah, part of a pattern. Also, yes, the pattern that others are having eyes to see. So I said, yes, and of me being recognized for what I am. Also, another part of the pattern associated with that recognition is a need of theirs. So, wondering if the boy has a need or is connected to one. Like for the others in this pattern, I'm a manifestation of someone who can help them exactly with what they need. What are you? She says. I said, hmm.
Yes, and we are being recognized by what I am also. But associated with that recognition is a need of theirs. So wondering if the boy has a need or is connected to one, like for the others in this pattern. I am a manifestation of someone who can help them exactly with what they need.
Well, in the case of Sherry, I could help her with the editing of her videos. I have editing skills. Um, but also obviously wave impeccability. Same with Hortensia. She wanted audio
It's
editing, she wants video editing, she wants help with her website. I could do all of that, and also
mm.
way of impeccability.
But still, your emphasis is on you uh, uh, being like a need of other person,
Mm.
and you can fulfill that. Why don't you think that other person will come up to you, and they will like manifest all your needs, and it'll
Yes,
increase, of course.
yes. But it does go both ways to some extent. I mean, yes,
but
with
but this
Sherry,
time in
yeah,
but in this particular anomaly, the boy came to you.
mm, yeah. Right. So no, no, you're quite accurate. So another part with is associated with that recognition is a need of theirs. It's just need in general. Now I can't
Mm,
say that like with Lindsay, or
mm,
that in her case there's a need of any kind, on my side, that's getting satisfied. Um,
mm,
uh, but with Sherry and Hortensia, okay, there's some money involved. I do need some money, so they are manifesting that side of it,
mm,
and connectivity also. Through them, I'm pretty sure other connections will come. So and so that is useful in that sense. But yeah, it is a satisfaction of need, not just theirs, but in some ways mine also. So yes, the boy is interesting in this case, in that there was no obvious need involved on either of our side. So which I like, and in the case of our particular association, one could say, yes, there's a need for learning, there's a need for growth, but it's not a regular need. Our interaction, and also with Donna, it is more based on satisfaction of what we want. It's a joy thing, not a need so much. Like, okay, in Sherry and
mhm,
Hortensia's case, they have a need to get their stuff edited and their websites worked on or whatever, right? And
mm,
yes, in Sherry's case, there's a very particular need when it comes to her dealing with herself. She's
mm,
not at ease with herself. And I don't think
mm,
Hortensia is quite in a space where there's balance also. She exudes a positivity, and she almost has a kind of a glow to her. But yet she said to me that, we were just chatting, and then she said, "Oh, I haven't told anybody this, but sometimes I just don't feel like living." you know, so it's like,
mm,
wow, it's just a complete opposite type of thing. So there's more to the story. Uh,
mm,
in this case, with both Sherry and Hortensia, and also with Lindsay, Lindsay's
mm,
situation was kind of a mess there where it was. And,
mm,
I said just a couple of little things to her. And,
mm,
um, and then she had like a meeting with all of her tenants, all the people that are staying there, and like a little business thing, and she got this organized, and she just was a little bit disciplined about getting them to be, so hey, you know what, you got to pay even though it's a little, and all of this. So it shifted her world for her, so
mm,
uh, it's interesting. It's just interesting to me that that I'm responding to a deeper need. I don't know
mm,
what deeper need of mine they are fulfilling except connectivity. So, okay, I don't know. I have to see. But you're right. Maybe I do need to put out a need. And for me, the need that I have now is the one that you and I talked about, connecting
yes,
to the right place to stay with the right person or
yes,
persons. This is plural, doesn't have to be singular.
mm,
With the right community of any size, one up to any, no limit. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. This is a big deal.
and I like Sherry's place because it is
Oh,
beautiful.
it is a nice place. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll
so
be staying there, likely. She said. Depends on what happens. I don't know. Uh,
mm,
she said from the second, like for 2 weeks. That's when they're working
mhm,
on the place, and I can stay there. So that's good.
Mm.
And I wonder where Sherry is right now. I'll have to see. Anyway, uh, so yeah,
But
but
something like, okay, I could be a bit mean, but I feel that this kind of a place, you need to be there, and not for like 2 weeks, or not like it
oh,
is
in that I live in
not
that kind of a place. Yeah, yeah,
yes, not really exactly the same, but
right,
that
right.
kind of a place
Yeah,
where
yeah. A
you have this.
sophisticated place, in other words.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree. It's appropriate. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I agree. I agree.
and it needs to be beautiful
Yeah, yeah. And
because
that's the thing with Lindsay. I could have go there, stay. But man, it just is too rough, too wild, and
no,
it's too inappropriate. It's like you know, it's too
it's
too
not good for
messy, and
you.
exactly. So I do, and I saw that that there needs to be, to really live in a nice place that has that sophistication and connectivity. Sherry's place doesn't have a garden, though.
Because I see, I observe the difference in your mood, in your energy,
Oh,
and
I see. And
though
I'm
you
not
were,
fully comfortable in her house, by the way.
yes, this is what I was about to say, that though you were not comfortable at that
Yeah,
place,
yeah,
still, and you were like quite
right.
uh, I don't know, hesitate to even move around and all these things, but
Yeah,
still, I feel that you need to
it's
be
yeah.
that kind of a place.
Oh, it's a step in the right direction. It's not the place yet, and my
Yes, yes,
lack of full comfort is important
yes.
to understand
Of
that.
course,
Okay,
of course.
yeah, like there's a lot of things like she has those chairs around the table. They look pretty and they were cheap, she said, but they're heavy.
Mm.
If you sit on it, when you need to move your chair in and out, you can't do
Mm.
that with those chairs. They're too heavy. They're just these iron
Oh,
chairs. This is
ah.
it's one of those idiot design things. Oh, it looks cool and it's cheap, but okay, it doesn't actually functional. It doesn't really work well. So it's fascinating. Fascinating how people have stuff like that in their houses. So yeah, you know, interesting. The same here in Lisa's house. This cockeyed design. I'm just looking at this thing. I've got this little corner with a square, but this whole living room, more than 50% of it is utterly wasted. This huge open expanse, two bean bags out there in the middle of nowhere. Who's going to use them? You're going to just sit there you can't really connect to the TV. There's nothing there. It's just, astonishing. It's amazing. Craziness. See, now me, I
Yes.
would have taken this. Yeah, I'll just show you. Let me get out of screen share here. I think, can I do my screen share? I screen shared with you? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So, if I show you, gotta be careful with my poor computer. It already fell once in
Mhm.
Starbucks. So you see the bean bags way back there, and then you see
Yes.
the
For what
space.
reason? For what
Exactly.
reason?
Right. And if you look behind me here, you've got the two little tables. You get the
Ah,
you get the view there, which are
yes.
important for the traveler desks. It adds to your business listing, to have some place for the internet.
Mhm.
Put
Mhm.
the internet, those two little tables behind me now, in other words, right? And if you go forward, you
Mhm.
see like I'm sitting on the sofa here,
Yes,
and then
yes.
you got the TV over there. Uh, just swap the little tables with the bean bags, and then you take the sofa and you put it on my left, so that you've got this whole section all the way to the windows back here includes the bean bags, which now makes for a greater living room, right? And you've got that space for the desk for people who want to work on their computers, to the office desk, which is it helps your listing to have this. It's an office ready space. That's what they call it. But it's
Mm.
business traveler friendly. You need to have a few other
Mhm.
things like an ironing board and that.
Mhm.
So, well, anyway, but now it makes sense. Okay, I'm working on my TV, on my computer. I'm doing my business stuff. Answering emails and stuff while everybody else is chilling and
Mhm.
watching TV. It makes sense. Now you're like right
Mm.
here. It's too close. You see, so
Mm.
that would make a more efficient usage of that dead space. Okay, you're gonna go there. You're out of the way. It makes sense. Plus, when you rearrange this, just take the entire sofas and just put them on, like on my left. You make a kind of a,
Yeah.
and then the bean bags here against the wall, and perfect.
Yes.
Now you ink your whole lounge, because the place is set up for 2, 4, 6 people. You see, okay, you can sit on
Mm,
the sofa. I suppose you could say sit 6 on the sofa, but it's not friendly to sit 6 on the sofa the way it is now. But if you had with the 2 bean bags, well, now it is. So okay, it's perfect.
mm.
So I'll mention it to Lisa. They're gonna have to shift the internet connection to over there, but it's not the end of the
Mm,
world to do that either. It'll make a lot
mm.
more sense. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have a question about dreams.
Oh, brilliant.
People say that we see our dreams in black and white, no colors. Is it
Some,
so?
some. No, it's
Okay.
not so at all. I mean, it's some people, or maybe for the most part, but no, it's not a common thing. It's
Because
not. It's not for every single person. I don't
okay.
kind of. I can't say that I specifically remember seeing, like Technicolor, but when you look at the world around you, you don't notice that it's in color necessarily either. Especially if you step outside. Some days you see lots of color, fall colors, but generally, life's pretty drab. So.
Hmm. Because it was a continuity in my
Mm.
dream of the color yellow,
There you go.
and
Well, now you
uh,
know that not everybody dreams in black and white.
so I was like, okay, what my mind is playing with me, because they say, oh, dreams are actually colorless. I was like, no, but I see colors, especially the yellow, and it was not just ordinary yellow. It is obvious yellow, always very obvious yellow. Like, okay,
Interesting.
I
And
could make
and what does
sure.
what does yellow signify for you?
Nothing actually.
What do you associate it with?
I don't know, because it was I like that color, sunny, bright color, but nothing more than that.
Hmm. And do they use lots of yellow in road signs? I'm assuming it's common in road signs,
Hmm.
yellow.
Yes,
Yellow
yes.
and black is the most visually alerting color combination that there is.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Because mm, there are few dreams in my life which I still remember from my childhood till now.
Wow.
It is, yeah, still, because I saw a dream when I was like, mm, might be, might be five or six, maybe, and I still remember that. I saw myself on a ship, and on a cruise, and in a very fancy one, because I saw really nice polished wooden tables and glasses and bottles, not with some liquor, but empty, uh, on the tables, and I saw that. So it was still in my mind. I saw that, and I saw in another dream, almost the same age, I saw myself in Kaaba, Makkah, and with my aunt. And I was not there actually, but I was walking in in the gallery above there. So, and my auntie was wearing a yellow dress,
Oh.
and later on, in many dreams, I saw yellow color, and always very obvious, not like ordinary yellow kind of thing. Okay, something in the background, or I assume. No, a very significant one. It is kind of like interesting for me.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So, what did that dream of your auntie mean to you?
it could be that when I was a kid at that time when I saw that. So it is like, okay, I will go at some stage of my life. I will go there. I will go
Go
to
where?
Mecca. Mecca,
Macau?
yeah, Mecca, Saudi,
Oh,
to
Mecca.
perform Hajj. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. It sounded like you're saying with
The
the
pron-
A. Makkah with the A, M-A.
yes, the pronunciation for us is Mecca. In
Makkah.
Arabic, it's Mecca. Yes.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Mhm. So this could be, and also
So the dream of your auntie in the yellow is for you associated with going to Makkah.
no, because I saw myself and my auntie at Mecca,
Ah.
especially near Kaaba, and so I think that this could be thing.
Oh,
I'm just not uh, making any meaning to of
yeah. Oh,
yellow
well, if you,
dress.
well, the yellow could be associated with that, and it's an ongoing reminder of this.
Okay,
And
and later
is this
on,
something that you still would like to do? I'm assuming at the time the dream was a big deal, and that going there was a big deal, and for you perceived as a big deal by you. Yeah.
mm, uh, yes, I want to go there because I want to experience that all those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
okay, what it really means and how it will impact me. I want to see through my eyes
Bye.
that what it is, and want to experience those feelings also.
Mm.
Okay, and I want to see that.
Who else was associated with a dream of you and your auntie?
No, no one else.
No one, but by implication, not even that they. I'm not saying that they necessarily were directly there, but
Mhm.
sometimes if you think about, it, oh, we were there, and somebody else was, in our company, but they weren't present, something like that. No, nobody.
They no, they were like other people, but no one really obvious, so I can recognize or say,
Right,
okay, yes, no, no, nothing like that.
right.
But the
So, but I'm
particular
saying
thing
like
that
your
I
brother
saw,
wasn't with, or her husband.
no,
Yeah.
no,
See,
no,
that's interesting.
no
It's a
one.
dream of you and your auntie going as two women to Makkah, which, from what you said to me
And
before, isn't possible, really, right?
oh yes, and also that I saw a wristwatch on her hand, and
That's interesting too.
yeah, and also the interesting part is I didn't saw myself performing Hajj.
You didn't
People
see
are.
yourself. You didn't see yourself. Yeah.
No, no, I saw that I was like kind of searching something, looking
Mm.
for something, moving in, moving in the circle, yes, in the galleries, but not as the part of Hajj, like
Interesting.
making circling around
Interesting.
the Mecca. So I didn't saw myself that. And later on, I saw a very particular dream that I saw myself standing in my compound next to a car, and I have suitcases, and I'm wearing a yellow dress, and I'm going somewhere out from Pakistan, outside Pakistan, and a guy is sitting there, like waiting for me to sit in car or put luggage in that. I don't know, but I saw a guy sitting there, and I'm treating him like my husband, but I don't know. I don't remember what he looks like, how he looks like, and he's kind of a person who is just like bragging about, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And I was like, come on, what is this nonsense kind of a thing?
Interesting. Interesting.
But I saw many times this that yellow color in my dream. So I was like, uh, yesterday you were saying about dreams, so it just came into my mind that I
Yeah.
will ask you.
Yeah, but
about
that's
the
a different
colors
type
and
of dreaming. Not that dreaming has nothing to do with interpretive dreaming. Nothing whatsoever. Not connected in any way, shape, or form to this type of, oh, you have a dream and you interpret it. No, that's you being conscious and aware in your dream. And this is, like I said, this is about acquisition of power, energy directly. So different logic to it. Very different logic. Very interesting though. Very interesting that yellow is, and you have no particular associations to yellow except for that dream and the fact that you like yellow. Yeah, where'd you go, Beena? Oh, oh, oh. Sorry, I dropped you, Beena. I'm assuming some. Oh, okay, okay. There she's back again. Two of them. Two of them.
True. But it is strange. Suddenly, my laptop shuts down
Oh,
automatically. I did nothing.
oh. It's on battery
And
power.
oh no, of course, yes, but directly, and yes, my battery is,
Uh,
let me see, 59%.
Yeah, then it is strange. Yeah. But sometimes, I don't know, mine does the same thing. It just, they get weird for whatever reason. So, who knows, Bina? Who knows? Who knows? Life is strange. Life is magic.
Hmm.
Uh, so, so the other thing, that knock was potent. It was, like I said to you, it was a power knock, right?
Hmm.
And when it was knocked on my door,
Hmm.
I'm not expecting visitors. It's a knock out of the blue. Um,
Yeah.
so this is potent, and I was just saying this to Donna, in the ongoing conversation.
Hmm.
Um, she said, "What are you?" Notice I said, "What, not who," and I said, "Good question. I am an elucidator." Then perhaps these individuals are needing assistance with clarity. It seems sensible to me that we all do or will play the role of a manifestation of someone who can assist others with exactly what they need. And she put that in quotation marks. Seems as though it requires an open heart and eyes to see it that way, perhaps. And then I was busy typing in that. I didn't see that when I was typing this. I said, the pattern is
Hmm.
also about my need, and put S in. Oh, let me screen share. My needs or wants. My needs, wants. Me getting what I really need and the manifestation of lifelong intents. And I said, yes, exactly, Donna. Perhaps yes. I said, exciting. It's exciting. The knock itself was potent to me, for me. A knock of power also means clearly that things can and do come out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
That is for me the potency of this. That something can completely come completely out of the blue, no preamble. I can understand Sherry because Sherry knows me more or less. Lindsay was quite unusual, but still there was the connection of the meeting, and by the time she'd asked, it was at the end of the meeting, so there'd been some time. Okay, so it wasn't so completely out of the blue.
Mm.
Hortensia came via Nicole. Nicole put Hortensia on or connected us together, and and Nicole
Mm.
knows my situation. She's helped us with the move, and so there's nothing. It's totally sensible. Okay, I could use some money, and Nicole knows Hortensia, and also Jim. But Jim hasn't come through with anything. They both need help. Okay, so she's hooking us up. So there's this is just usual normal connectivities. Yeah, what is sort of unusual is that I'm precisely in exactly what she needs. That's a little different, but not
Mm.
wildly so. I can do lots of things. So I can probably fit in like that with anybody. So. Um, but the boy, there's
Mm.
nothing for it, no need for it in that sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't satisfy a direct need. I don't need my ego boosted, in that sense. But it is the possibility that somebody can come and just knock on my door for no real reason whatsoever, and that is a very powerful implication because I don't know, for some reason, the knock on the door, it's a knock of opportunity and so on. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Yes, and also that's why I was continuously saying that it is not about need only, it is
no,
about having luxury.
yes.
So more than just need.
And
For
that's the
me, it
exactly. So you could say that in this case, the boy, what he shared was just bonus. It was just luxury. It was just cool. There was no, it wasn't associated to need in any way. So it's just a bonus, just extra, just gift. And these that in gifts and bonus stuff can come out of nowhere. In other words. There doesn't have to be a logical reason for it, is the point. That's a very important point. You're on mute, Beena.
mm,
It's a very big point, this, because for some psychologies, we have to have that logical reason. Yeah, but how can this happen? We insist on some logical rationality, but in this case, no, there doesn't need to be a logic and a rationality. And the same thing with connecting to people, both me and
mm,
them. To connect via omens or anomalies.
mm.
I mean, I am an anomaly. I say this
Yes, you
regularly.
are.
You know,
Yes, you are.
so right, exactly. So I want to pay more attention to anomalies. I do. I make an effort to pay attention to anomalies, like in this case, but more attention to anomalies of connecting to people and anomalies around me. Maybe I don't know. Like
Mm.
anomalies that can. Oh, that's a very interesting point. Now, can
Mm.
one intend manifestations of anomalies around you that would in essence be like putting up a billboard, you know what I mean? Like 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 I'm saying, that would draw the attention of those who are paying attention to anomalies, which is precisely who I do
Wow.
wish to connect to. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yes.
So take in the story of the Englishman, if he had now any sense and he wasn't the knucklehead that he was, if he or Santiago could say, I do wish to connect and find uh, the the alchemist, and but I'm likely the alchemist will only connect to me if there's an anomaly involved and an omen involved. So can I
Mm.
deliberately manifest omens that will say to the alchemist, "Yeah, I am. See omens pointing me out. Well, you need to connect to me." That is a
Wow.
very, very interesting point. Like you
Oh,
you
yes.
would maybe make a listing on Facebook to say, okay, this is what I'm doing, and you essentially putting up a connectivity advert for yourself, right?
Mm.
I guess just being on Facebook itself is already such a thing in a way, right? If you're on Facebook, you say,
Mm.
I'm open, I'm available for connecting. Anybody can send you a friend request and so on, right? Um, Yeah, but it's interesting if we do this in the context of omens, and I will do this. I've set that intent now
Wow. Wow. It, it,
because
it it is some.
this is an important for me. It's an important criteria that the people that I do wish to connect to are those who are living in attunement. And they, a connectivity of the type that I'm looking for is something that will be like the alchemist. It needs to be deeply connected to omens in some way, not just for me, but for them. They say, oh, you know what?
And
They knock on the
and
door and I open the door and they said, well, the omens brought me to your door. Okay, then I will say, yes, I intended them. All right. We are starting off
wow,
already on
wow.
the appropriate mechanism. I'm talking to a different type of a person. You see my point? We're already in the same
Oh
ballpark. You know what I mean?
my
We're
God.
speaking the same language. We're in a whole different uh,
No need
space in the
to
world.
no need
Exactly.
to just try to make sense
Right.
things make
Right.
sense. No, they
Right.
will understand. They
Right.
will
And
be
if I said yes,
precise.
I
Wow.
intended them. Oh, that's going to shift things from the usual. You know what I mean? They might just
Ah.
yeah, I'm just saying, or maybe they don't say anything. They just circumspect, like I would be, and they just, they
Hmm.
make up some reason for it, and then I say, oh, I'll come. Well, okay, this happened. This was sort of unusual. Maybe they come at it very cautiously to say, well, we were driving past and we saw this unusual thing happening. I don't know, and then we just said, well, let's investigate. Like they're making it like like regular people would do. Let's say, oh, we saw this unusual light shining from the house. It's like, wow, I've never seen that before. Or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Or like a little
Hmm.
vortex, or I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying it could be anything. Who knows what moments are? But they could come at it like just regular people. And then I said, well, uh, those are omens, I guess. And they would say, oh yeah, well, okay, I intended omens, and then you go from there. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Wow.
I
Oh my
intend
God.
I intend the omens to draw the right people. This is a very important point. I never thought to intend omens before, but I am now.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a totally a game changer.
yeah. Oh yeah.
This
Oh yeah.
technique is a game changer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because no hassle will be there. Nothing. Just truly, exactly, precisely the right people only.
Yeah.
Wow. This is something really, really interesting. So, oh my God. Okay. Alan have his own things because uh, crows are really something special for him, and they're always wherever he is, they're always with him.
Yeah. He has what that are always with him?
Crows,
Ah. Right.
always, yeah, and he has his own meaning with some like really nuanced details like okay if a crow comes to me from this side and sit there so it means that and these kind of things and it is very personal like no one have told him all these things it is just by his own so yes his omens are always with him we don't like to discuss these things but he is like this.
Interesting. And I love crows. And crows are very significant for me personally, also.
And he sent me a print of a painting of a crow. And he sent me his book and and the other book of Zen Essence and a printout of a painting of a crow and a scarf and sunglasses. He sent me that.
Interesting.
Yeah, he sent me a scarf because he said that Beena, this is it's a block printed scarf with blue color and lotus on that. So he said, because you like lotus, and when I saw that, I think that okay, you might like that. So with his book, because his book is not available on Amazon also, no more.
Huh.
So, and of course not here in Pakistan. So I asked him that okay, I want to read your book, and he said okay, so I will send you. So he sent me his book, and with that book he sent me that I will discuss with something about this crow's omen with him.
Huh. Very interesting, Beena. How did he come onto this crows thing?
He has a very interesting incident in his life. He's been through so many things, and he is a healer. What they call
Really?
it? I don't know how to pronounce it. Shaman?
Shaman.
Yeah, shaman. He is.
Yeah. Wow. So he's made efforts to research, look into shamanic healing.
Oh, actually he's been like okay, the same kind of like it happens with everyone. He's been chosen for these things.
And how
Uh,
did that come about? Since we're talking about anomalies and the right
yeah,
people and all this.
yeah, actually, okay. Whenever you will have a chance to discuss directly with him, don't just show that you already know, because he is quite a personal,
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah.
private
Always,
person.
always, oh,
Yeah. Okay.
always, always, always. I'm very
Um.
circumspect with such stuff.
Okay.
You'll have to share all
Yes.
this with him directly. I can't say, "Oh, Bina told me this." No, no, no,
Yes. Okay. So, if with his vaccination, like in his childhood, it something happened in his body, and it which affects his hearing
no. Ah,
power.
oh,
And because he is a musician, so he was really concerned about that.
mm,
For him, it was like okay, being dead, even
uh,
worse than that, because
right,
doctors were
right.
saying that when you will reach your 50s, you will lose 60% of your hearing, and then
And that didn't
like,
happen, right?
and later on in 60s you will be on your path to completely deaf.
Wow, but this hasn't
So
happened, obviously.
no, it was happening. It was gradually
Oh, it
happening.
was happening. Ah, so he looked
Yeah.
for shamanic
So
healing to.
no,
Oh,
actually, someone told him about a very famous healer in US, a lady who do that, who was doing all these things, and she was very famous. Even in big hospitals, surgeons used to call her before operating patients
wow,
and to show her x-rays, and she just come and mark on the exact spot that okay, here this person needs a surgery.
wow,
And her preciseness like was really huge, 100% always.
wow, wow, wow.
So someone suggested him to go
Suggested
to her.
suggested to him.
Okay, suggested to him to
Mm.
go and meet her.
Ah, cool.
And he went there, and she was cooking at that time, and she said, oh, Alan, come inside.
Oh
And we
wow, he
did
could
the whole.
actually physically meet her. So she was there right
Yeah.
in Boston. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
No, not in Boston, in other city, I
Oh,
guess.
oh okay.
So he went there, and he said that a whole house was like open, and a big house, and no one was there. So I was just getting in there and looking for someone, and I heard some voices coming, like okay, of utensils or things coming from the kitchen side.
Mm.
And when he went there, and he saw that lady, a small stature lady. She was cooking in a big pot, something. And she says, "Oh, Alan, come inside." And I said, "Okay." And she says, "Okay, let me finish that, then I will talk to you." And he was waiting. And then she came and sat next to him and said, "What?" And he said, "Nothing actually." And she says,
Wow.
"Okay, just leave it. Let me know." And I guess that if I remember it correctly, she closed her eyes for a few seconds or few minutes, and then she says, "Okay." She told him that it is because of the vaccination in
Mm,
his childhood. Doctors were not actually able to diagnose that. What's the reason behind that? But she says, "Oh, it is from your childhood." And then Alan says, "Yes, whatever it is, but now it is my life because I'm a musician." She says, "Okay, so just make sure to have orange color with you." And
ha. To at all times to have the orange color with him at all times.
yes,
Wow, that's a
so
very interesting remedy for a sound problem to remedy it with color.
yeah, and
All
and
right, and
and he
and
said,
yeah, continue with the story. Okay.
that from that day, I just make sure I always make sure to have a small orange cushion in my room, on my bed,
Wow,
in my
wow,
working area, in my home office, and
wow,
even
wow.
in his car. And
Very
he
interesting.
is mashallah now 80 plus, and still his hearing is perfect.
Right. Now you see how magical the subconscious works, the universe works.
Mhm.
I know somebody who needs a yellow cushion.
Oh,
Oh, there it is. For whatever
ah,
reason, we might not know what it's for, but who cares? Okay, it doesn't have to be a yellow cushion. It could be a yellow scarf, yellow handkerchief, but always just build up stuff that's a whole bunch of stuff. Yellow purses, yellow shoes, yellow socks, yellow underwear. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You know, something yellow.
hmm,
Because she didn't he just happened to interpret it that way, but she said make sure you always have something orange. Yeah. So in your
yes,
case, something yellow. Do you have something yellow? The yellow of your dreams. It's a particular yellow. You have to find that precise yellow. You already know that yellow, right?
yes,
You have something that is that yellow.
no,
Okay. That's your task.
yeah,
That's your task. That's your task for today,
oh,
for
wow,
tomorrow, for tomorrow. And this is not a task like connecting the internet guy, your computer guy. This is a task that needs doing, actually needs resolution.
okay, yes,
Right,
yes,
right,
I will
right.
not say anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is
Mm.
powerful. This is a big deal because you asked that question, why the yellow? It keeps coming up. Well, now you know why. Now, if you think of your dream with your auntie, does the yellow now make sense in as it is in some way healing? It's a power giving, energy giving thing to you, or not? Does it not? Does do with the yellow dreams? Does it make more sense that some way your attention is being drawn to yellow? The dreams themselves might not make sense, but if you put the pattern that says, okay, yellow, yellow, yellow. Now with this information, it's like, well, duh, you need to have yellow in your life. I know it just seems like if I put it all together, it's like, well, duh, right? You
Yes.
recognized it when you said, oh, it all fell into place. That's remarkable. That's remarkable. The story from Alan. That's really remarkable, especially because of the anomalousness to it. A lot of times people will say stuff. Okay, you need to take this herb, do this, but this is a non-logical solution, and yet here
Mm.
he is. So
Yes.
it adds credibility to the story. Actually, you know what I mean? Like, okay, they said take some herbs or whatever. It's like, yeah, my people they say a lot of stuff. They always like to think they have solutions for everything. But this is a very non-logical solution. And did he ever go back to
Yeah.
that lady?
Uh, I don't know, but he
Ask
is
him.
been
He is
okay.
what?
I will ask him. He's been in connection with those kind of people
Ah, so
who,
so after that, it opened the door because you were telling me this story, when I asked you about the crows and him being
yes.
connected to shamanism in some way. So this opened the door for him to look into that type of thing more, and then he became, to himself became a shaman in some way. Yeah.
Yes, he also he always had very unusual things in him. He is a vegetarian by
Mm.
birth.
Oh wow.
He's a vegetarian. Huh. Belongs to a very okay rich family, and
Mm.
all the siblings, parents were non-vegetarian. But he is the one, not the youngest one, but still he is the middle one. But he's a vegetarian,
Interesting.
and from childhood he is a vegetarian. It was not a huge deal in the beginning. He was a hunter. He was fish hunting and deer hunting and all these other things. But then he said, "Okay, no more because I don't want to."
Oh,
And then
interesting.
he completely became
Okay.
a vegetarian because he was from the
Interesting.
childhood.
Yeah. So he left off.
And also,
He was a vegetarian as a younger child, and then he stopped being, and then he went back to it. Is that what you're saying?
no,
Oh,
he was a vegetarian, but still he was a hunter.
oh wow,
But
that's interesting.
he
He
left
did.
hunting too.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting. So
he's a
he
vegetarian,
hunted for
completely a
other
vegetarian.
people. Interesting.
No, but it was just for fun.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. Mm.
Yeah, it was just for
Especially if you
fun.
are a vegetarian, it's just bubble. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
understand.
also he's not much into fruits. No, I don't know.
Interesting.
It is strange. Yeah,
Mm.
and but he loves chocolates. He loves ice creams, and he loves cakes and other stuff. But not fruits exactly. And is extremely allergic to mangoes, which is again
Wow.
very.
Wow. 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 That is very odd. And does he like oranges?
No, I actually never heard from him
Ask him.
eating fruits.
Ask him. And Nicole's boyfriend, uh, she was just, I don't know, I was saying about orange. Some oranges came up with the conversation and said, ah, yeah, they can be expensive sometimes. And he eats a lot of oranges and said his orange habit was costing them $10 a day at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
And
I think
I
I
just,
mentioned that I love oranges. I really, well, don't love them. I really, really
oh
enjoy
God,
them. I can't say
I
I'm like
just,
obsessed with them. I really enjoy them and I can eat lots of them at a time. And so,
me too.
yeah,
I just love that. And
interesting.
I love fruits,
Mm,
all the fresh fruits, but
mm.
not papaya because I don't like the taste.
What about lemons?
Yes, I like lemonades,
And lemon
different
tea?
types of course, yes.
You know what's just a nice tea that I know I like to make is just simply take a lemon and you just squeeze the juice and sugar and that's it, hot water. Just that. Just that alone. Basically hot lemonade. Just very, very delicious. Very refreshing. We,
Ah,
we call them hot toddies. Technically the hot toddy has some brandy added to it, nothing maybe something else,
uh-huh.
but we just left off the brandy. We made this as kids. So it's supposed to be help with colds and stuff. But anyway, it's just very nice to drink and actually that reminds me I should do that and get some lemons and make it because it's nice at night, instead of and regular tea's okay, but it's a bit boring. But I like the lemon; it's very nice.
Hmm.
So, but the reason why I asked about lemons is
Yellow.
exactly, exactly, exactly. You can have a couple of keep a couple of lemons in your room just because it's yellow. Now, I don't know if this is the yellow of your dream. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
You need to find that yellow. If it, unless is it a lemon yellow
Oh,
or what was the yellow?
oh. Okay. I like grand flower dishes from India, which is again yellow. I do
Oh,
like that.
oh, oh. So the yellow of the dreams, is it the same yellow all through? Let me ask that first. From
Yes.
one to, it is the same
Yes.
yellow. Okay. What is
Yes, yes,
in that, like lemon, that's a particular yellow and it's a consistent yellow.
yes.
How is there something in your world? You mentioned this gray now. Is the dream yellow closer to this grain yellow? Since it's the jumping, it's an anomalous jump that you
Mm.
mentioned a little bit. So,
Hmm.
well,
Okay, let it sink
well,
in.
yeah, I'm
It
asking
will come
what in
up.
your life, in other words, is close to that yellow color. Is it a lemon yellow, the lemon in your dreams?
No, no,
No,
not
that's what
lemon
I.
yellow. It is
Is
like
it?
kind of mango yellow.
Interesting. I thought when you said mangoes that may be. So that's
Mm.
interesting. Okay. So, so yeah. So now you're on a quest, Bina. You're on a quest to find that particular yellow. Yes,
Mm. Yes.
that's very exciting.
Wow.
That's very exciting. That's very exciting. You got to go
And yellow
shopping.
is a basic color.
Yeah, but you need to find that particular yellow. I mean, yes, I would
No.
suspect from what from the story with Alan that any yellow would work because she just
Mm.
said orange. But in your case,
Mm.
it's a particular yellow, right? It sounds to be just by impression that I got that this was a somewhat uncommonish yellow, not a yellow in your
Mm.
dreams. It's
Yes.
not a yellow you see every day. Yeah.
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Then and also the fact that it is consistently the same yellow means it's that yellow that you need to get, right? By
Yes,
implication.
because it is. I saw buildings, huge old buildings
In
made
that
of
yellow?
yellow brick. Yeah, yellow
Wow.
bricks
Wow. Wow.
in
Okay.
my
So
dreams.
do you know the yellow brick road where that comes from?
Mm. No. Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay. Is it
yes.
the yellow, Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Just from
Oh,
an implication point of view, you're saying, okay, yellow brick road, it is what we are on now. When we talk about our journey, our path, the path, the progression that we're on, it is a yellow brick road in the sense of what it's meant in the movie, A Wizard of Oz. This symbolically, we are now, uh, um, you and me, Donna, what we are about. The way of impeccability is a yellow brick road. It is a path to more, right?
okay. The strange thing is,
Let me ask you real quickly. I don't want to let go of this. It's very important.
yes,
Is there
yes,
anything in your house right now that you can bring there into your room or carry about on your person that is this particular yellow? Can you find
not
something right
sure.
now in your house?
Not sure.
Well, look around.
Okay.
Open your closet. I'm sure you got lots of things in your closet that, could be just a scarf, a bangle, who knows, whatever.
The bangle story is done.
You have no more bangles at your disposal?
Oh, yes, yes, very okay. Few.
A few. Well, is any of
Few.
them yellow? Go have a look.
No,
You sure?
no, I know.
All right.
Yes, I'm sure.
What about yellow
Okay,
jewels?
okay. I was okay about that movie, Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Mhm. It is.
Oh, my
It
wizard.
is really. It is. It is strange that I haven't watched that movie.
Yeah, me neither,
Uh,
really.
and but still, uh, there are so many things from that movie which always inspires me. Her shoes,
Oh,
her
interesting.
shoes,
Yeah,
ruby red,
yeah, yeah.
and it is like always magical. And I was talking to
Mm.
Alan. I said, someday I will get these kind of shoes. I just love that red
Nice,
sparkly,
nice,
And he
nice,
was laughing. He said, "Oh yes,"
nice. Yeah,
and
some things
also,
are like that because they become cultural influences, even if you haven't seen the
hmm,
references. We understand Yellow
hmm,
Brick Road, it's part of our
hmm,
language. And,
hmm,
clicking the shoes, click your heels together. They filter
Yes.
into common language.
Yeah. And also the yellow brick road and welcome to Wonderland, Alice. So it
There
was.
you go. Exactly. Exactly. Interesting. Now, Alice is not part of that particular story, but
Mhm.
it's Alice in Wonderland. It's not the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah, but in
But
your mind, they
these are,
overlap, which is cool. I like
yeah, these are the things
it.
which
Yeah,
are like,
yeah,
okay, always fascinates.
yeah. That's very cool, Beena. That's very cool. Very cool indeed. So I'm still on this point of the yellow. See, I don't like to let things go until they're resolved in some way. I
And
I
I
I,
am
I
the
feel
reluctant.
you what?
I'm just calling myself that I am the reluctant one.
Well, I know, but why? No need to be.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay, so
really.
so but if you look around your house now, just kind of look around and think and maybe say, okay, what in my house is that yellow?
Okay, just give me a couple of minutes. I'm coming.
Sure, sure. Ah, come on. Stop being so unaware. Got the cord on your head. Sorry, Bina, I'm scolding myself. Being unaware. It's no good. Mighty flame. Ah. Yeah, Bina. Yeah. Say when you come back on. Uh, no, I see you. I can't see when you come back on. Only yeah. Hello world, hello world, hello, hello, hello world, hello world, hello world, hello, hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world. There we go. Hello world, hello world. Oh, oh. Hello world, hello world, hello, hello, hello world, hello world. Hua, 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 hua.
Hello. Okay.
Right, I'm here, Beena. I'm here. I'm just was getting my food. I'm
Mm-hmm.
surprised that I'm hungry because I ate, last night. Had a
Mm-hmm.
good meal, and I had that fruit salad, and I woke up in the night. My leg was hurting, and I think it does that when
Mm-hmm.
I get a bit thirsty. Feel particularly thirsty, but anyway. So I went to get some apple juice that Hortensia had given me, but I'd left it in the van. I'd set it aside, but I didn't bring it in. So anyway, I said, oh well, okay. I still got some of that fruit salad left over. I didn't finish all of it. So I had
Mm-hmm.
that, and I had some water, and then I went back to sleep. So I had a midnight snack too. But now
But
I
still.
usually get hungry this early, but I did. I am, so I'm eating. All right, what did you find?
Okay, it
What
happens.
did you find, Bina?
Something really strange.
Okay,
Okay.
hold on. Sorry, I unplugged the headset because now I moved the computer about. The cord gets caught in things, and I've already nearly dropped it from this. So I'm plugging it in. Ah, one- Okay, okay. It's very cockeyed. Keep yourself up. Very well.
Hmm.
All right, shame my poor headset. It's a bit wonky, but all right. All right. So something really interesting. All right, I'm listening in.
Yeah, because when you said, okay, go around and look, and I was just looking at my room, and I said, no, nothing yellow of that particular. Okay, and I went into even my bathroom. I said, no, no, nothing yellow. And then I opened my cupboard, and I saw a yellow
Mm,
shirt, almost the same yellow.
you
Okay,
see, you see. We can't assume that
okay,
we know even what's in our own closets.
but
That's
what happened.
sorry.
This that shirt uh, actually a gift from my same aunt in my
Wow.
in my dream.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Also, she
Wow.
gave me on my birthday. It was one of like two or three shirts, and I just got this now. Okay, it was uh, in my cupboard, but I wear that first time at Arts Council when I was working there.
Wow. In
And what
December.
happened? Yes. And what happened? The very same day, I got the burn tea.
Wow. Wow.
This was the first time I wore that shirt, and I got a severe burn from tea.
Wow.
And my shirt was also like, okay, all covered in tea, but yes, no stain on that.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. And they said first time.
Yeah.
implying there's a second time to the story.
No, I'm telling
Oh,
you because I got two burns,
right.
two
And
times
were you
fell of
wearing
teeth.
yellow the second time or not?
No, I was wearing white, ivory, actually.
Mm, interesting. No pattern with it then.
Yes, but yes, after very long, I wore that yellow color, and
Right.
okay, and I wore that first time. Okay, nothing actually happened when I wear that shirt second time in my home. No, nothing actually mysterious happened. No, but
Right.
yes, the first time.
But the first time, if I remember, you said that the burn could have been bad, but wasn't.
No, the first time was really bad.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it's too then. I know. I'm reshifting my thinking to say, okay, we just assumed from Alan the story. Like, okay, but it could be to avoid that color too. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Yes, it could be.
Hmm. Seems unlikely.
Hmm.
Your dreams, the in the dreams, like with the dream of your auntie, there's a positive association with it. Yes.
Yes.
All the other dreams, were any of them negative associations?
No, not really.
No. Yeah,
Okay,
if it
this
was
yellow
to
color.
avoid the color, then your dreams would certainly reflect that. You know.
Okay, the yellow color in our culture is significant. Yes,
Oh,
this yellow
oh,
color
oh. In
is
what way?
significant. Yeah, because uh, before marriage in India and in Pakistan, before the wedding, uh, the bride used to wear, like, okay, still, okay, they wear yellow color dress, plain yellow color for 7 days or 3 days before the actual wedding day.
Oh, now it all comes out.
Hmm.
Wow, that's a big deal. And the reason for this is, I
Oh,
have
but
a guess, but I don't want to guess. You know.
I think that it is okay just to make that that wedding day special, and all the jewelry and makeup looks good,
But why that
kind of
particular
thing.
color yellow? Is it to perhaps signify like purity or
Um,
innocence, virginity, stuff like that?
Maybe. I don't know.
Look it up.
Hmm.
There's a reason for that yellow. I'll bet you anything. You know, it's all anything associated to weddings always has some meaning and significance like that. If it's a traditional thing. You know.
Let me check, and I will share a screen with you when I find that
Hmm.
exact picture, because I saw myself in that dress also. Okay, yes, in a dream.
Wow. In the dress of your auntie?
No, in the
Oh,
dress of the, like, that particular dress before
the
wedding.
pre-wedding dress. Ah, right.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
That's very potent that it comes up for you, Beena, because that is a temporary thing in real life. But for you, it's an ongoing thing. So,
Mm.
so yellow for you, could signify that, hey, you know what, this is not a temporary condition for me. This is a longer term condition or permanent condition, either way.
Mhm. Could be. Yes.
It is a meaningful color. When I asked what does it signify to you, you said
Yeah.
no, nothing. But it does have all
I
these things. They do have significance. We just have to delve a little bit, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, let me
There's
share
more,
my
Bina. There's
screen
always
with
more.
you. Mm. Okay.
Ah, at bridal Mendy. That's how they say it, Mendy.
They call it Mendi dress.
Mm.
Okay, I was trying.
Um,
Yeah.
Google meaning of
Okay.
Mendy.
This is color.
Meaning of Mendy dress.
Oh, Mendi is a henna.
There is the Mendy
You know
green.
that?
Say that
Yeah,
again.
but
You just said. Say again. What you said
Mendi is henna.
is henna.
Mendi is basically, yeah.
Oh, it's the
You
henna
know that
dress.
that
Okay.
red color on hands.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's kind of a greenish, black,
Okay.
reddish color. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yes. Yes. Okay. It is just Mendi is also
It's henna. Okay.
a name of a function
Right.
uh, before wedding, like
Meaning.
before wedding day. It is like, okay, when the bride have that henna on her hand, so they call it Mendi.
And
Mendi
and the right
is
and
a
the point
Urdu
and
name
purpose
of
of that
henna.
of the henna.
Oh, oh, it is just to decorate hands, or what else it could
There's
be.
more to it than that, Bina. There's more to it than that. These things always have significance to them.
Hmm. Okay, so this was the yellow, and I saw myself in one of my dream, which I still remember, that I saw myself in that dress, and I am
Oh.
like, okay, it was like really obvious that I'm about to get married, and I saw myself in a small house, and very a bit dark, and I saw a kitchen, and I was like, okay, looking at is as my husband's home or future home, you can say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a kitchen, and it was really unusual that I saw that like dozens of pots, or maybe more of pots, uh, stuff like in that kitchen, like it is not a kitchen, just a box. Okay, it was very
Huh?
okay, anomalous that
Huh.
in a kitchen.
To have
uh,
that many pots, it was excessively many pots. Yeah.
it was like filled with that, but it was not a good kitchen. It was not a good sight to see that, and I
Mm.
was kind of feeling not good about that.
Yeah.
And suddenly I saw myself uh, in some other country. This dream is quite long before I came online, but I saw myself in some other country, and the same thing happened in that place also, that I saw a
Ah,
kitchen, but a
interesting.
very very big kitchen, and very neat. But yes, stuff pots, again, good quality pots now, but stuff like, okay,
Yeah.
it is not a kitchen, a box. Like, okay, put everything on.
Is your subconscious telling you don't get married where you end up just to be a cook?
Yes,
That
you're
that
right.
and you telling yourself, I don't want to get married just to be a cook. Doesn't matter how fancy the damn kitchen is,
Oh, yes.
right? Because that's usually what happens. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. You know, you're a cook or a housekeeper. That's your function, really. I don't know. It's disgusting if you ask me. And it's like, seriously, guys, you know, that's just, if you're getting married because you just want a cook or a housekeeper in your life, no, no, that's just idiotic.
Yeah.
There's no respect involved in that. There's no sensibility involved. It's just idiotic. You know? So no, 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 not, not for Beena, not for Beena.
Yes. But I was not even aware of what I was looking at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, in the dreams, yeah, yeah. But that's the nature of things. You know, later on we get to be aware, don't always at the time, right?
Yes.
Right. As long as we do become aware, don't always have to be immediate. It's useful when it is, but doesn't have to be.
Mm. It is strange. Now I'm getting, like after many years, I'm getting all these things, interpretation of my
Right,
dreams.
right. I mean, it may not
And
be in the
why?
same way as Alan. It's just I was just going by your storytelling, and that you asked the question, why this yellow,
Mm,
and then you kind of jumped to Alan's story. You were telling me about the
mm,
crows, and then it jumped to shamanism, and then this story came,
mm,
which is sort of, it's a bit of an odd leap of logic there, you see. So yeah, I'll just bring it all together to make the sense of Venus subconscious, the jumps. So to have it in your life as a power, if nothing else, as a reminder to not get into that dress, because that dress, in that traditionality of it, that's what it signifies. It signifies that traditionality, and essentially
mm,
that dress is the dress that signifies the end of your freedom.
mm, mm.
So you are saying, hey, I
Yeah.
need to hold on to my freedom, not have that be the end, right? Because for most women in traditional marriages, it's really the end of their freedom. They go from being, free young women to being cooks and housekeepers and domestic slaves, if you ask me. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, that's really the result, the end of it.
mm.
They're not really individuals in those marriages. They are cooks and
Yes.
housekeepers, and
Mm,
other things too, which we shan't mention.
mm,
Childbearers and all this, but
mm.
not for Beena. Not for Beena, if you ask me. I'm sorry, not for Beena. No, no, it's a crime against the universe. For some women, fine. It gives them purpose. It makes them feel useful. They get validated, and it's a huge deal, and it's extremely positive. So, I'm not insisting that this is a negative. No, no, no. I'm saying, as my perception for Beena,
Mm.
it is. Look at so many
I
people,
think.
feeling useless. It is a big deal. Remember in Cher's story, how she went
Mm,
through all this, crazy, horrible stuff in her life, and it had all passed, and she had no more crazy, horrible stuff in her life. But then at that point, she felt useless, and that's when she thought of suicide.
oh God.
Now, not when she was in the midst of all the horrible stuff. Didn't think of it then. I think it did come up, but specifically when it was like for the real like most intense was at that point where she was feeling useless. She didn't have any
Mm,
negativity specifically in her life, but it had all been resolved already. So you see my point here. Uselessness is a big deal, and you just look at it in general with people too. When they feel useless, it affects their whole lives. And to some extent, this is
mm.
affecting Sherry.
No,
Yeah.
I don't feel useless. No,
No, no, you don't have that
I don't
cockeyed
feel that.
psychology. You don't have cockeyed psychology, Bina. You have to understand. This feels for people who have cockeyed psychology. That and the fact that they need to feel useful, that's a bias, it's a distortion. There's no need to be useful. They believe that you have to be useful. It's a deep, deep belief that affects them. Look at Cher with her Sherry Speaks and all this, and wanting to be a life coach. It is wanting to be useful in some way. But
Mm,
because she believes you need to be that. I don't believe that. I don't think we have any other purpose but to be joyful. You know, that's all. We don't need any more,
mm.
any less
I
than
don't
that.
feel. I don't feel that.
Exactly.
And
You just
whenever
enjoy exactly.
whenever it comes, it will come to the marriage point. Yes, because I
Oh,
know that
oh, oh, oh,
it
oh.
is.
If, then it's not a foregone conclusion, Bina. Not it's not
No,
a
it is
it's not
not
a
like
has to
okay.
be.
It is kind of because the situation I know in my surroundings, in my family. So yes, it will
I
come.
I understand, Bina, but still the world is changing.
Hmm.
The world
No,
is
but
changing. It's
yes,
changing rapidly. Yes, now it is a part of that. But if you just look into the future, things that were traditional 10 years ago, aren't now any longer, or 20 years ago. The traditions are changing. They're not hard and fast. They're not locked in stone. So,
Yes, they are not. But okay, my brother will get married soon. So and
oh,
my
he's engaged.
yes, not formally, but yes, he is engaged. So okay, he will get married soon. And my sister, she's already married. So she will go
Which
like in few
sister?
months.
You're talking about Amy now, no?
Amy,
Well,
yeah.
it could be the other one. Could be Lubna. You see, when you said my sister.
And
Uh,
oh yes, and Lubna also. She we are looking for her, and
How come you looking for her, not
she
her
will get
looking for her? How does that work?
no, it is like kind of family thing. Yes,
I know.
if
It's
she
all right.
agrees on,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
if she agrees on, of course.
Yeah, still.
So me living here with my brother's family is not a good idea.
No. No.
So
Well, you know your
yeah,
options. You have options. You have options.
yeah. So it will become my necessity
Yeah. Now
then.
your brother he will bring his wife to the apartment. He won't find his own apartment. Seems a little odd.
No, he. Oh yes, it is. It is. It is like this in Pakistan.
Oh, that's a little
Yes.
cockeyed. If I was the wife, I'd say, hell no. I'm not going to be living with your mom and your family and all that. I want my own house.
This is how things happen here.
Yeah, messed up.
So
Messed up.
it will be his house. It will
Mm,
be his
right,
family's house.
right.
So
And
okay,
you don't have a place in that exactly.
of course. So then things will be like this for me, and it will become my necessity. And yes, it's still now I have not a really strong pressure, but yes, continuous basis that my mother just
But
keep
Beena,
asking me and say
yeah,
things
yeah. No, for me,
because
yeah. Sorry, carry on.
because it's already late as per my culture. It's too late for me
Right.
to get married
Good,
and get
good.
and the other thing is to get settled in. This is
Yeah.
what they
Well,
say.
good. It's and you are an exception. You're an anomaly, and you're gonna marry differently. It's already an anomaly because it's late. We're past that
Yeah.
age, but also that opens the door for okay. Well, I'm gonna marry a foreigner. Marry somebody way older than me. Okay, that's not that unusual, right?
Oh no, I don't never ever consider that thing.
Right, right. I'm just saying, that, but that's not uncommon in the culture. It often happens that
No, my
you
father
marry.
was 22-year older
Exactly,
than my mother.
exactly. And I'm only 28 years older than you, I think. So see, it's the same. So if anybody says anything, say, well, I'm just taking after my mother and my father.
Age is for me. Actually, I don't feel any difference.
I know.
I
Me
feel
neither.
more related to older people
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
because
Always,
they understand.
always.
They
I
understand.
was always
They
eager
are my
to
good
be
friends.
older. I was always eager to get to this age that I am now, because this is where I knew I would have be in my power, and I could be the fullness of myself. I couldn't be this when I was a kid or a young man. It just people, it's too disassociated. It's too anomalous for them. So, all right. But anyway, on this point of marriage, that yellow, no, that's not for you. That in that context, yellow is your freedom. That's what it signifies. Really, it's signifying your freedom, right?
Let me
Yellow brick
see what.
road, all of it. There's a lot of associations with this. It's not such a simple thing. But when you brought it up in the context of Alan, it was to leverage you and give you protection. It was a healing
Something I
thing.
was looking
Healing
for.
color.
I was looking for Wikipedia to get some idea about Mayo, how to discuss that, but no.
To do what? On which point?
That yellow, yeah, that yellow color.
Okay. So well, just
Nothing.
just Google significance of Mendy yellow dress. or yellow color, Mandy yellow color, significance, or just Mandy, significance of Mandy yellow. There you go. That why you Chaco? You
Because when I type that mayo, because the Urdu word is mayo. So okay, when I type that, it comes to Wikipedia, and Wikipedia says mayo is a classical stratovolcano, with a small central summit crater.
Wow.
Crater. The cone is considered the world's most perfectly formed volcano for its symmetry, which was formed through layers of lava flows.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. I have a story about a volcano, one of the Biala. In the book 3 of the Biala series, Biala goes right inside a volcano, into the lava itself.
Wow.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Now you got to read the story. It's very exciting. There's the woman, the big woman. She ends up wetting her pants because of it. It all makes sense. I'm being purposely mysterious.
What is this?
It's a story I wrote. Biala's Tour of Possibilities. Well, I just have to read the story. We'll read it together sometime. So it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. We can do it right now if you like. But you're on
Okay.
you're on your yellow search. So when you Google significance meaning Mendi yellow, just that. Significance meaning Mendi yellow. Then you'll get up.
Oh yes, Maya. They have the different pronunciation for that. Okay. Let me do that.
Maya sounds like a distortion of mango.
Let me share screen. Okay, for a screen share, you have to get up. Okay, no, leave it. I will tell you.
No, I'm here. I'm just lying down. I don't have to get up for screen share. It should come automatically. If you do screen share, it pops up on my screen automatically. I don't know what happened to my mouse. Though my mouse has decided to go AWOL. Oh, there we go. Still, what's going on here? I don't know.
So okay, now this is Maya, or more popularly.
I'm still not seeing it, Beena. It's got the Facebook overlay. It's full screen underneath. I don't know why it didn't come bigger. It's a little weird. I couldn't access my mouse. There we go. Okay, now I can access it. All right. So Mayan is more popularly known as Manyon. Is the term used for the preparation ceremony one day before a Punjabi wedding. The ceremony is like,
okay, they are telling just for the particular Punjabi
keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Doesn't matter. It will see the color, significance of the color.
Okay, the ceremony is
Rub flour and mustard oil. Mustard oil has that yellowish thing, but okay, it's not quite that.
And also the turmeric. Also turmeric.
Well, turmeric also has that yellowish thing to it. Yeah.
Yes.
The ritual.
That yellow turmeric paste.
Yeah. You know, this is done to cleanse and balance the body for married life. See, there's the reason for it. For that thing. But still, that yellow. This is not giving you the significance of the color yellow. So, or the meaning of the color yellow. So, go back
because
to Google.
You know that it is actually not from Islamic point of view. Right. There is no concept of all these things.
This is an Indian thing, correct?
Yes, and cultural.
Right.
Nothing to do with
No. It's the subcontinent thing. It's not right. Okay, but significance. Oh, you said of Mayon, but say Mendi instead of Mayon.
No, I would say, okay, yellow color. Just first say yellow color.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Leave out Indian culture, significance of Mendi. No, leave out color because then you want to minimize. Just this is just logic, search term logic, right? You want to be specific. Leave out culture too, right? Significance of and color. Leave out
In
color.
Hinduism. See,
Significance. Okay,
significance of
that
yellow
all
color.
right. That may come. But if you said specifically, you want the religion's abstinence. You see, that's what I thought. That because it's pre-wedding, it's somehow connected to the virginity, purity, right? The color connotation has a sacred meaning for the Hindu. Yellow is the color of knowledge and learning. It symbolizes happiness, peace, meditation, confidence, and mental development. And that, to me, is precisely why I would have said that this yellow is in your life. It is to
Mm,
accentuate all of this.
yeah.
It represents abstinence, which is celibacy, yes, which you have,
Mhm.
and it is a sacred meaning. It's knowledge and learning, which is what you're all about, and you're also all about happiness, peace, meditation, competence, and mental development. It's a very unusual combination here. This little thing that we read there, this is to
Yeah,
me, yes, this is the reason for that yellow and why to have it in your life to perform the same service as orange does for Alan.
Alan.
It is an
Oh,
enhancing it
yes.
is an enhancing thing. In his case, it probably leverages his energy or whatever. Who knows? But so which helps for the boost. But if you are enhanced, then you don't tend to get sick. So to have this particular yellow in your life is important. Right.
Hmm. Yes, now it makes
I mean,
sense.
it's very interesting the combination here, right? You've got abstinence, which
Yes.
is a huge deal in your life. Celibacy. This is a profound big thing. This is not something you want to give up, as far as I'm concerned. This is where your
Mm.
power comes from. You have to understand that, Beena. This is where your power
Yes.
comes from. And it's also the color of knowledge and learning. That's very big, right? That's what you're all about. Abstinence or celibacy, knowledge, learning. Also, happiness, peace, meditation, competence, and mental development. That competence is odd in there, and as is mental development, it is an unusual, unique combination, which is a very much this right there. If you were to say this to take out everything else except, would you say like to Donna? If you were to say, does or she doesn't know about the abstinence, maybe I don't know if you've shared that with her or not. But if you were to say knowledge, learning, happiness, peace, meditation, confidence, and mental development, would you say those represent me? She would of course say yes, absolutely. So because you do make an effort to develop a competence in the particular intents and skills. You're not just satisfied, okay, I can make the obvious more or less. No, you want to do so competently, right?
Yes.
Master it, in other words. Like me, I have to
Yes.
master it. I have to get to that competence where I can do it. Yeah. So that's it. Don't even look any further. Don't corrupt it. Leave it right there.
Okay.
That's it. That's
Okay.
enough. That's enough. Question answered. Question resolved.
Yes.
Power. And of course, you're going to look more. You're going to see other stuff. So,
Yes, of course.
do you have a
Of
friend
course.
called Beastie?
No, it is bestie.
Yeah. I'll just be a jackass.
He's
I'll just be
bestie.
a jackass. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
So,
bestie.
yeah, it's funny that he actually could have that as their name and only one word too. That's very uncommon, that he's able to have it that way, or she, eh?
No, no, he.
Yeah, okay. He's very optimistic to say he's going to be everybody's bestie, but all right. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've seen it before, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, yes.
So this is potent. So I do say that in now that you have
Mm,
this color yellow, it
mm.
signifies the totality, the fullness, the moreness of Beena. That's what this yellow represents, the moreness of Beena.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
And
it's
the
a good idea
necessity
to
to
have yellow.
maintain that. It's a necessity in your life, yes, to have it at all times in some way to have it. Yes, it is a
Mm,
necessity. It's a reminder of your freedom. That there was about freedom, right? Because
mm,
that's the point of it. It was about freedom. So it is you to maintain that yellow in your life at all times, which means in the cultural practice, They don't maintain that yellow. It's only for a short time, and then they give up their freedom. But for you, you need to maintain
Oh
that yellow.
yes.
See, that was the thing for that Alan. She said, have it with you at all times. Now, in
Yes.
Indian culture, you can't have it with you at all times because, well, you're married. It's not appropriate anymore. You see, it's only appropriate before. But in your case, you are going to
Hmm.
remain in that state always. So it is appropriate for you to say, I'm going to hold on to my freedom. I don't care what your situation is over there. We'll find some solution to it. And even if you do end up being in the same house with Farouk for temporarily. Okay, if you're betrothed, you don't have to actually go through with a marriage, but you can be betrothed to me and say, okay, I'm going to marry there, and okay, all right, whatever. Now they just leave you alone because okay, you're betrothed, right, or engaged or whatever. And if it is then I really push, fine, the marriage can happen too. And really, truly, this is something that is important to me that you don't go down that route and basically sell your soul simply because of cultural circumstances and habits and momentum and pressures. No, 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 no. Your soul is worth more than that, Beena.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know because the situations are different. So okay, we'll see. We
Yeah,
can
but
hope
you
for
you
best.
you know what's involved. You know that hey, if you just
Yes, I
end
know.
up in some marriage of convenience because well, there's pressure for you to get married, to find somebody like me that's local that says, okay, fine, yeah, we can have a marriage and you can continue to be celibate. I doubt if that's going to easily happen,
Hmm.
right? I mean,
Yes.
are you willing
Nope.
to give up your celibacy? I wouldn't.
I
I would.
never
I would.
actually
Yeah. You
thought
never
about
actually.
that.
Exactly. That's my point. You never thought about it. You just, oh, marriage, it's convenient, but you have to give up your celibacy. And this is something that's a lifelong thing. And to give it up, okay, it's part of the marriage thing. It becomes just another thing. But it's a big deal because it is energy. And it's now your attention goes. Once you break this pattern, the body gets awakened to it, and then the body wants it, and the body starts having all of this stuff. You've never fell into that pattern. You've never fell into the addiction of that the libido needs. And this is a big deal. It takes a huge amount away from one's energy. So you don't want to fall into that trap. You don't even know what it is for it to see it as a trap. So, but yeah, it's a big deal, Beena. It's a big, big, big deal. So no. And beside which, you've had your dreams warning you that hey, you end up in marriages like this, you're going to be the cook essentially.
Yes.
No, you this now in your current situation, you kind of are that already.
Yes.
And it's not good. It's not conducive. It makes no sense. No, you of all people need your independence. So yellow in this case is still also signifies independence because it's the last part of your independence. So it's coming at a time that's saying, hey, you need to hold on to this and not give it up. It's a reminder to not give it up. And it is a reminder of that sacredness of abstinence, the sacredness of the competence and the mental development and the peace and the happiness and the joy and the learning and the growing. And this is you. It is to say, hey, this yellow represents remaining Beena, not giving up. Because if you get married in those conditions, Beena, you are giving up Beena. Yeah, I can't
Yes.
just tell you how awful and horrible that is. That's a crime against the universe. I'm sorry. That's no. And you do have alternative remedies. You absolutely do. And this puts a pressure on us. We need to sell some of the courses so that we can pay for you to come out here. You know, that's it. And even if you just jump off the grid and never go back and be like me, outside the system, even if that is something, okay, then that has to be. But if you can do so through all the proper channels, actually get the green card, immigrate, connect up with your family, all of this stuff, that would be more ideal. But I don't care. Whatever needs to be done needs to be done. Right?
Yes.
That's my point of view. I'm sorry. This point,
No,
a
no, I
huge point.
understand that.
And I guarantee you anything.
Okay.
If I bring up this point to people to say, hey, you know what, we need to get Beena out here. Why? Because otherwise she's going to be end up getting forced to be married. Alan, Thomas, Paul, all your friends are going to say, yes, okay, I'm in. Here's my contribution. Here's my contribution. We'll raise more than enough money for a plane ticket and, for you to come, find a place, get started, whatever. Whatever you need will come. If we can't provide that from the Wave Impeccability, which is my intent to, never mind having to ask others for this. Yes, they can add to it if they want to feel part of it, because it'll make people like Alan. He'd be very happy to contribute towards your freedom. I guarantee you, anything, Alan would not want to see you get married under those conditions. No, no, no. Or Thomas or Paul. I just happen to know them. I don't know your other friends, but I'm assuming the same. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I can understand that.
Donna, sure, all of them would say, "Hell no, Donna. Hell no, Beena. That no, no, no." All of them will see it as a crime against the universe. So, what happened with the passport?
Oh, I don't know. My lawyer didn't respond today.
Oh,
It
you didn't
was
go to the court yourself?
no. It was only his thing to do
Oh,
that today,
okay, okay.
and I'm still waiting, but he didn't respond. So
Oh,
it is
okay.
kind of strange. But
Well, yeah,
tomorrow, of
yeah.
course, if he didn't respond in the morning,
Call him.
I will go there, or Farouk will go there
Go,
to
cool. No,
meet him.
you need to go personally. This is not something that you can leave to Farouk. Yes, go with him, but not on his own. You
Hmm.
need to go there yourself. This is important. In this kind of stuff, you need to be right on point personally. It's to tell the universe, hey,
Hmm.
this is really important. The fact that you there, and your lawyer is going to see you there too, and say, oh wow, this is very important. It's just by implication. So yeah, important that you personally make every effort you can to be there in every single time something happens with it. Right?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Done.
Yeah, it's powerful,
Yes.
being. I'm glad you could find that yellow. That you do have a yellow at least to start with, and as you go along, you'll find more yellow things like that. But it's very significant, Beena. This yellow thing is a big deal. Look how it was powerful for Alan, right?
Oh yes.
Mm.
I never actually was able to make any connection with that. But yes.
Just the way you bring up the stories. We had a story, we're talking about something, and then there's this big jump. And then you asked a question beforehand too. You asked me specifically about color in dreams. And then, you came in a roundabout way. Why? Because I'm seeing yellow repeatedly. And by implication, the question was, what does this yellow signify in my dreams? Why am I seeing this yellow? Well, now you know. You see, when you jump it all together, when I zoom out, I see the pattern that's very obvious. And when I mentioned that, you were like, oh, you clicked on it also, that this color is significant in your life and it's
Okay,
necessary.
so from now on, I will make sure to have something yellow with me all the time, and we'll
Yes,
see the
yes,
difference.
yes,
And we will see.
yes, yes, yes. And also to make sure that you can always have yellow. Because look, in the cultural thing of the Mendi dress, once they get
Mm.
married, they cannot have that particular yellow dress anymore, right?
Oh yes, yes. No.
Yeah. So you see, it's about maintaining it, the key point.
Mm.
She said at all times. So that's very important for you. In other words, by implication, you can't get married.
Mm.
Or not in the usual traditional way. Anyway, you can get married, like I said to me, this is unconventional. And then you can wear all the yellow you like every day. You can wear that dress all the time. And what to me is you must do what's right for you. There's no obligations, no expectations, no strings, no nothing. So
Mm. Okay, we will see that because now it makes sense.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
not before, but now it
It
makes
makes
sense to me.
incredible sense. Makes incredible sense. And also, look at the dream with your auntie. You didn't see it at the time, but this was a dream of independence of women. The two of you in Makkah
Mm.
without a male escort, which you told me isn't possible, really, right?
Mm. Yes.
Unless things change in
Hmm.
Makkah and in Islam, there is pressure to, some way make more equality with men and women. So they may change that rule. It's
Hmm.
possible, Bina.
Who knows? Yes, things are possible. Yes.
Exactly. I mean, things are changing. Look, in Saudi Arabia, they said, okay, women can drive now, because of international pressure and all this stuff. So stuff is
Oh
changing,
God.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
They are
So,
like really stupid people.
oh, gosh, they're dreadful now. They're dreadful. But again, even in Pakistan, things change. You know what I mean? It's, the whole deal with the hijab and all this stuff. You don't have to wear burqas and stuff in Pakistan and all this. It's liberal compared to Saudi. Yes.
Oh yes, big
Yeah.
time. Nobody ever
Uh,
actually outside. Okay, sometimes families are like this. For
right.
some people, families are okay. Like
Right.
okay, your father, your husband, your brother, and like they make sure that okay, you have to wear this and all that. But not as a society, as a culture. No one ever say that.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
oh
Right.
yeah, so you have to wear that. No,
Right.
and mostly not mostly but yes some women do wear that as
Right.
as a convenience like
Right.
because they
Right.
don't need to just get
Right.
dressed up all
I'm
the
just
time.
saying that. Yeah. Oh, and it keeps you eating. You don't have to have a hairstyle, nothing. It's just incredible.
Yes.
There's a lot of advantages to it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. um,
Yes.
Bina,
Yes.
also, but now you were saying in terms of getting married, like in your sort of communications to me, you're making out as if this is a foregone conclusion, that it's not something you can avoid, and it just has to be. Now I understand with Farouk getting married and that situation, how that would change it, but it still doesn't mean it might not be fun for you and ideal, but you can always make things better. It doesn't mean it's not possible for you to stay there. I suspect that Farouk will support you in you not getting married.
No.
No,
No.
he's not.
Nope.
He doesn't see that this is a necessity for you, because he
Oh
seems to, in
no,
other ways, be protective of your innocence. That's why I was
he's
saying that,
he's he's
maybe.
he's actually insisting that first Beena should get married, then I will get married also.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. And your
Yeah.
mama had this thing with a marriage too. So they're only liberal up to a certain point.
Mm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all the more
Oh,
reason why I said
this is
you need to not be there, in not just in that house, but in that country. I'm sorry, to me, it's just the reality. You don't belong there from the universe's point of view. You're an anomaly. You need to be not just anywhere in America, but like in some place like Sedona. Okay, there are other similar places, but yeah, that's as far as I'm concerned. This is just necessary and important.
because Farooq, like all he always said that because my mother was asking about okay when you are deciding to get married and now, so he said okay it's better to just Beena get married first. So he's kind of feel responsible for all the sisters. So it's like okay
Yeah,
now
yeah, yeah,
two
yeah.
of them are married and soon Lubna will get married. So
Yeah,
Beena
if,
is
if if you get married, he's not responsible for you anymore.
yes.
Why? Why? Well, tell him, hey, Farouk, I absolve you of any responsibilities toward me. So you can go ahead and get married. Don't worry about me. No, I'm serious. If you can, I don't know.
It is not going to happen like this. I know that.
All right.
So
Well,
that
you gotta make it work in somewhere or other.
some
So
peculiarities of culture
yeah.
and religion.
Right.
So
Now, if you did say, okay, you know what, I am getting married. It's to somebody overseas and all this. What would happen
mhm.
if you were to say this?
uh, okay. Here's the funny thing
Huh?
because the astrology, my birth chart shows that I will get married to someone who will be totally opposite,
Huh?
and it particularly said that like. Outside from different race, from different culture, from different
Wow. So that's brilliant.
races.
So you can actually use the astrology to say, and this is in my
And
astrology.
and and my family know that, and my family
Wow.
know
All
that.
right. All right. Cool.
They
Cool.
know that
Okay.
because it
So
was
that's
it
brilliant.
becomes a huge thing, a funny thing for everyone at that time. And they were like, okay,
Yeah.
laughing. Okay, so Beena, what you're up to? And they were okay. who's gonna come? It
Right.
was like because
So,
my
but it's
cousins were
important to
interested.
remind them of this. If there's pressure to say, remember what was in my chart about who I'm going to marry? Somebody opposite, somebody in a different country. Well, here you go. Different race, different culture, different everything. Okay, well, I found
Mm.
somebody, and this is it, and there you go. Okay, bing, bing, bang, boom.
Okay,
What would
because
happen then? What would then be the consequence if we just announce this, whether we actually go do it or not? Just the announcement. What would that now
Mhm.
change your relationship, your status? Would then that free up Farouk to go and do his things and whatever, or whatever? What will happen?
Mm, I think that if I simply say that, they will ask me, okay, so now what? And the first question will be about the religion, and the second thing will be, okay, so when he's going to come, or you are going there, what will
Yeah,
happen?
yeah. Well,
These kind of questions, I assume
okay,
that
then you
they
say
might
as soon
ask.
as possible. I'm not
Hmm.
able to travel. For you just can say, I'm not able to travel. And I don't know. You can say whatever reason you like. Doesn't matter. If you want to say, oh, it's a
Hmm.
health reason, fair enough. Okay, it's my financial health reason, but it's also my documentary health reason.
Mhm.
But you just can say, oh, he's not able to fly. End of story. Okay, he's not able to come. Not necessarily to fly. He's not able to come. Right. But that's why I'm
Mhm.
getting my passport taken together so that I can go there. See?
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Next question.
we'll see.
Next question.
I think that the first one was about religion, and the
Oh,
second one
that's no
was about.
problem. So, well,
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's taken care of. That's done. Okay. He conforms, or I don't know how you would phrase it, but okay, that's not an issue because I don't
Okay.
identify as Christian. They don't know. Nobody can say on my Facebook or timeline that I'm this, that, or that. No,
Ah, yes.
he is what he is privately. He doesn't go broadcast this and communicates this. This is his own personal thing. So he didn't grow up in that. Grew up in a Christian culture, but even as a kid, I didn't identify with it. So you can
Hmm.
just say, yes, he privately is conforms and is appropriate in that regard.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, we will see that. Okay. Now the only thing.
What would be the
Okay.
third question then? So first question was about the religion. Second question is about me going there. You coming here? Okay. So
Yeah.
fine. Say, okay, I'm working on my passport and I'm open for donations for my plane ticket. Thank you very much. Go to, Beena at Gmail at PayPal. Okay. There you go. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just teasing now, but okay. So you want me to go meet him? Fine. Help me get there. Okay.
Hmm.
Next point.
Okay. Next one will be like, okay, they might ask, okay, all the details. Okay, what? Just hold on a minute.
All right.
Okay, Farooq actually came in, and he was asking.
It's see. Asking about what?
He was asking about his stuff, that where you put out all these things, and I said, okay, here it is.
What
So
thing?
yes,
Sorry. What thing specifically? You just said.
his papers, some visiting cards and something. So he said,
Uh,
okay, you saw that envelope, and there were papers in that, and I said, okay. And he said, okay,
Interesting.
I'm going to call, because he was looking for a phone number to call someone. So
Right. Okay. All right. So what would be the next step questions then? We were still on that. I'm just curious what the rigmarole
I
is.
think
Just those two things.
yes,
That's it. Okay. And
I think
I
that
think
these
in
are the most
relative to the amount of time we spent together, they were like, "Oh, I get it now. Oh, I get it now." It'll just all fall into place for them. Yeah.
more. I don't think so. That because
Oh.
of time, because I share what I'm doing, and they
Yeah.
kind of like, yes, not 100%, but they kind of know me,
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
am.
Ah,
So they understand that, okay, no, Beena is always in something to learn and all these things. So no,
but it would still make
then,
sense, though. They could still say, okay,
oh
through
yes,
through
yes,
the
the
interaction,
mental,
something more came,
yes,
which is true.
yes,
Something more
yeah,
has come through our
yeah.
interaction. You're not a participant. You've long since not been a participant, because that changed. I don't know, after the first couple of times already for me, anyway. I knew that this was a moreness to it. So okay, so
Wow, I was not aware of it. I never, I didn't, yeah.
I know. It took you a little longer to get to that, but that's just your natural humility and modesty that caused that to happen.
So it might be like, okay, yes, it might be many more questions, but I'm not able to guess what they
All right.
they will ask. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just can go with the stuff that they asked Amy or Mona when that happened, or
Mona, she is in arranged marriage, so uh,
nice.
nothing but like my mother decide,
And
and
she was
she
happy with
also
that,
agrees
B.
on. She likes that.
Okay.
Oh yes, she we asked her, and she said,
Uh,
"No, I'm happy," and she was like, really. Um, it was kind of liking after the engagement, so they
mm,
were like, "Okay, yes." And Amy, no, she is. They liked each other first, and then that guy proposed her and came to our house, and okay, then things happened.
and
And
Lubna, does she
so,
have suitors? Does she have guys visiting, connecting? Where does she connect
no,
to guys?
Lubna,
Mm,
no, in real life also, like in Karachi, we have friends and families and cousins,
mm.
so it is like that, and also uh, maybe. Because I never actually discuss these things with my sisters also.
Good,
I'm,
good,
I'm
good.
kind of weird in that.
Yeah, well, good. You just leave it now. If it comes, then you prepared. That's my point. I want you to be prepared. If it comes, to say, okay, it's not an important thing to you, and they know this. But
I
you say, if this is
it,
the issue, you prepared. So, okay, here it is. Okay, there you go. Just be prepared, is what
you
I'm
know that
saying.
it is really strange because I had never been in this type of conversation even with my friends. They
Yeah,
try to share these things, but I never been interested in that.
good.
No,
Stay that way. Stay that way. So, I don't want to put too much attention to it.
I'm
All I
quite
want to say
boring for
is,
that.
right, but good. But stay that way, Beena. Stay that way. Until things can change, but you do need to get your passport sorted. This is important. This is a pressure, so that you have that opportunity and that gateway, for that freedom. Like I said, even if it
Like
comes
few
down,
minutes back,
yeah, yeah,
Alan texted me and
he
asked
knows.
me, okay, what about your papers? Today was
He,
27th for
he
you.
knows. He knows also how important this is. He
Oh
knows.
God, he is the one
Uh,
who is actually panicked
yeah,
because of these things. And he says,
right.
no, Beena, you know that he is in more into political things. And so he says that, that things can change like instantly, drastically. You need to have your paper in your hand. You need to have your paper in your hand. Who knows
Right,
if the war happened?
right,
So
right,
how
right.
can you go out? So how can I leave you like in this danger in situation like this? So
Yeah,
you need to have your papers. And I was like, okay, yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. It was like, oh,
powerful.
you're right. You're right. That things are uh, connected. Like you said that, okay, Beena, just
Mm.
make your room in order, get it back into order.
Did you
So
did you
it
do
will
that, by
keep
the way? Did that get
you.
done?
No, no, because I have a lot of people in my home, so no, it is
Mm,
impossible
I got you. Okay.
things anyway.
And that's the other
So,
thing,
but I
Bina. You have no
understand.
privacy, man. It's like, come on, it's no good.
Yeah, like you can see that all the time I have to mute myself because someone
Yeah,
is coming in my room and asking me something or going there. Even when I'm talking to you, it happens sometimes that I have to like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, no, not a problem. All right. So I know we didn't get to work on the on wave impeccability today, but it
Oh,
is
but
our,
we
and we
solved a
will.
mystery.
Oh, it's important. It's important. Yeah. So we did a lot, and it's a big deal. So we did, in our way. We're just going with the appropriate and relevant. But I do want to shift to. We don't have to redo the wave impeccability. That's us for our personal thing. That doesn't have a time pressure. But the thing that does have a time pressure for me is um, coming now towards closer to the fourth is to reconnect to those people who expressed interest in doing the program. Those four ladies, and then the people via Erica, the retreat ladies, and then
Mm-hmm.
also to make an ad in the Facebook group.
Hmm.
We can do this together,
Okay.
and start
Okay.
working on that to say,
Uh,
what is
okay.
it that you're looking to get out of a group like this, etc., etc., stuff like that. So,
Mhm. Okay. Redoing, rewriting, or writing this way of impeccability
mm,
is not only to rewrite it like, okay, yesterday you made so many changes
yeah, but
uh,
that's just
of yes,
editing, not rewriting.
just the one thing. Yeah, just
Yeah,
the one thing. It
yeah.
was more to unknown. It becomes more now.
And
So okay,
progression,
and
process became progression. Those were the two changes that I made. Yeah,
yes. So they are just slightest like very minor changes and that all these things.
yeah.
But
Adjustments.
but yes, but in the process, we are learning a lot because yesterday I
Oh,
learned
yeah,
a
oh, yeah,
lot.
oh, yeah,
It was really
oh,
potent
yeah,
for me. Oh
oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I want to do what we did yesterday again, and hopefully this evening. Donna said she wasn't
Mm.
able to make it, so it's nice and early now. So we'll get you to bed early, and when you finish here, hopefully you put off your computer and put off your phone so nobody can bother you, and go to sleep. Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm hoping
Okay.
that you can be up at
Even
5 o'clock, not 5:30, so that you can be
okay
ready at 5:30.
at 5:30.
So that
Okay.
gives us
Okay.
an hour and a half to 2 hours with Donna. You see?
You know what? I really want to because if I can, I can sleep right now. It is my
Yes.
time. Naturally, my body is
Okay.
saying that
Good
okay,
night.
it is time to.
Good night. Good night.
But but the problem is, my room is kind of a common room for everyone
I
because
know, and that's just ridiculous. I
the
know.
washroom is common. Everyone use
Yeah.
that.
Well, put a pillow on top of
So
your head. That's what
everyone.
I do when I need to sleep like this. I say, okay, go use the washroom. I'm sleeping. I don't care. You go through and that's fine. I'm sleeping. Put the pillow on top
Okay,
of your head.
and 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 uh, and Farouk, he is like in habit of watching TV out loud at late night.
Who's this
So
now?
okay,
Farouk.
I yeah.
You're talking about Farouk now, watching TV, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. So I have to shut the door. Okay. I do that. But every single time when someone is coming, they open the door, the light comes and directly on my face, and then they open the washroom door and then they do that. Okay, everything I know.
Okay, so
So
put a
I
sign on
have
your
to
door.
wait.
When you close it now, you say sleeping. You can use another washroom. They don't have to use your washroom. No, I'm really serious.
But they prefer this.
Too bad. Sorry, you need
And
to sleep. Too bad. And they need to be considerate of you. Come on.
six people other than me, of course. I'm the
Come on.
seventh one. I'm sleeping here, and six
Uh,
other people. Like if after every half an hour, someone is coming, someone is
no,
coming,
I'm
someone
sorry,
is
but
coming.
at some point you need to be adamant about the fact that they are just kind of abusing you a little bit. It's fine during the day, but after 10 o'clock, I'm sorry. Now I need to sleep. You go use another bloody washroom. You don't have to use this one. There are others that they can use, right?
Oh yes,
Well, there you
we
go.
have three,
So put a sign on your
but
room, on your door that says sleeping and see what happens. Why not?
I will try.
Yeah,
Let's
why
see.
not?
Okay,
I mean,
I
it's
will
like
try.
you also, Bina, it's also about kind of self-respect a little bit, and queuing. If you're not going to kind of insist that, I'm not going to be used as a doormat and just, anybody can just come and go anytime. Okay, you don't mind because typically you have been up, but your patterns are changing, and you say, well, it's not appropriate anymore. I need to be able to sleep this time because I need to be up early. Okay, well, maybe
So
it's fine.
sometimes it happens. I fell asleep, and then someone makes some noise, and I
I
do get
wake you
up.
up. Yeah,
And okay, now what? I in the middle of the night, I'm feeling
yeah.
like, okay, now I am awake. What to
I know,
do?
I know.
I can't turn on light and read something.
Why?
I have to just, okay, just reading, and then open my laptop or my
Yeah.
phone and start scrolling,
No,
and
it's messed up.
then,
It's messed up. You need to change the
huh,
patterns, and you need to start insisting on what's right for you. Not just being a doormat all the time. No good, Bina.
like yesterday I was sleeping, but then I got up because of some same things, and then it becomes like 2:30 in the night. But I get up at six in the
Yeah,
morning.
no, it's
So
no good, man.
okay,
It's no good. Okay, go sleep. Go sleep
just
and put the
just a
sleeping
4 hour sleep.
and put the sleeping sign on your door. Very important. Very important. Start insisting. Start insisting. The freedom of Bina and make that sign in yellow.
Yo, they might get so intimidated by that. Oh God, oh,
Oh, too bad. Well,
really?
you can write it in yellow, on a white piece of paper. Write it in yellow. Yeah, I'm just saying, add some yellow there, or make a yellow border, something yellow.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah, very
Okay,
powerful.
bye for now.
All
So
right.
we'll
Bye
see
bye,
you.
Bina. Sleep well. Sleep
Okay.
well. I'll see you in the morning. Your, mo-
Oh yes.
your morning. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it. That'd be brilliant. All
Oh
right.
yes, my morning.
Bye bye,
Okay.
Bina. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye. Sleep awesomely. Sleep awesome. End meeting. I'm going to go sleep too.